unedited, tell the truth,
And what?
and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, people, we back again. This is our second time streaming live. This is your boy Martin G. Johnson, aka the Crime Chaser, live and uncut and unedited. I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. Tomorrow is our big day, MLK Day. Tomorrow, the inauguration. Man, it's gonna be going down. We got a lot going down. We got a big hype going on between the rappers Nelly and Snoop. They're performing for President-elect Donald Trump, and a lot of people don't agree with that. And we're gonna talk about that tonight. We're gonna talk about that tonight, and we don't need a whole 2 hours to talk about that tonight. We can call in and talk about it. Should he do it? Is he a sellout? What is it, people? What is it, people? What is it? I tell you, this is real, people. This real. This is real. Is it business or what, people? Everybody have their right to choose who they want to perform for or who they want to vote for. All right, come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Live. Listen up, people. Listen up, people. This is live, uncut, unedited. All right, come on in, people. All right. Should he perform? What's up, Val? James. All right. Tamada. All right. What up? What up, y'all? Deborah Singleton. All right. Listen, people. What's going on? What's the conversation? We talk about Snoop Dogg tonight. The rappers Snoop and Nelly. They are going to be performing at the president inauguration. That's what we're talking about. Everybody's on the internet talking about that. That is trending. Should he do it or should not? Both of them rappers are getting a backlash. And my God, we're going to talk about it tonight. And I want to hear what you guys have to say. Well, you think they should do it or they shouldn't do it or keep it business? And think about it, people. They might have voted for Donald Trump. Is that a cardinal sin for any black person to vote for a Republican? Ask yourself that question. I don't have to answer it. I need you guys to share this video, like this video, and subscribe to my channel for a lot of hot topics that's trending. And we're going to jump right in front of this topic because it's real, people. I need you guys to like it on social media, Facebook, and make sure you like it on YouTube. Thumbs up. All right. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? Shame the devil. All right, people. Come on in. And we're taking calls too. 872-297-6389. The number directly over my head. 872-297-6389. Where are my super chats at? Where my people at? Where you at? All right. All right. Let's get it going. All right. They should. I don't see no problem with it. Okay. All right. La Goddess. Y'all see she got me tight, John. Y'all see she got me tight. She got me tight. The La Goddess, you can find her on social media on Instagram. She got me tight, y'all. Look at, she take care of boy Martin. I appreciate her. I really do. I really do. Karen Crawley Martin, what's going on? All right. All right. Deborah, what's up, Deborah? All right, it's okay with me too. I want to hear what the people got to say. Come on in. I need y'all to come on in, call on in. I want to hear what y'all got to say. A lot of people don't like that Snoop Dogg and Nelly is performing at the President Trump inauguration. They don't like it, people. They don't like it. Let's talk about it. Come on. I need a few people. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, people. I really do. I really do. Lola Smith, what's up, Lola? I see you. 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 Barney Mac, Snoop been rocking with Trump for years. Just watch the Snoop roast Trump. And by the way, Mike Tyson has said publicly that he supports Trump, period. Okay. Soldier Boy performer also, he's getting backlash. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. All right. All money ain't good money. Okay. All right. All right. There go my lock goddess, y'all. She took care of me. Barbara Cooper. We got our first caller. All right.
Has joined.
All right. We got first. Come on, caller. What's to it? We ain't gonna drag it on. If they ain't here, they just not here. Come on, caller. What you
I,
say?
I don't see I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like, what's wrong with it? They are entertainers.
Right.
Like people say, you can't look for entertainers to be your world leaders. They're entertainers, and this is what they want to do, and it's called having the freedom to do what they want to do. They owe us nothing. Um, that's like if it was like if Kamala, was in office and people wanted to perform for her, who are we to better act? But I just think that what it is that a lot of people have issue with Donald Trump
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, do you know him personally? That it's like whether it's the Democrat Party or Republican Party, they all work for one person. It's a common goal somewhere. But I feel
Mm-hmm.
like it shouldn't be an issue. They're entertainers. They're not world leaders. They're not people that we supposed to look up to. They're here to entertain. That's what their whole career is about, entertaining So that's my opinion on it.
That's my opinion too, as well. We need more callers. You can hang around what you want to, if you want to. If you call it 872-299-0808, 872-299-0808. Where are my callers at? I need to hear from you. I need to hear from you. Call on in. Come on, caller. We ain't gonna be all night. I just want to I want to just test my foot in the water because it's a trending topic. So we got Soldier Boy. He's performing too as well. So, oh wow, okay. I knew it was others, but I just didn't know their name. All right, all right. Come on with it, people. Come on with it. Come on with it. All right, Rhonda Thomas. I see you. Ali, I see you. I see you. I see you. They are adults, and that's their choice. People should not get mad over something they have no control over. All right, it's about money. There go my boy Mike King. Y'all say a prayer for my brother Mike. Lost his mom. Lost his mom. All right. All right. All right. Come on in. James, why would he be mad? Wow. So y'all come on in. Come on in. I need some callers, people. I need some callers. We're not going to be long. I want y'all to talk. This ain't going to be all day. Do you think that Nelly, Snoop, and Soldier Boy is wrong for planning to perform at the inauguration? President Donald Trump. All right. Come on, y'all talk to me. All right. Let's talk. Vicky, what's going on? I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Jules Smith. Hey, how you doing, Jules Smith, and your granddaughter and your daughter, if she was watching. Appreciate you. Somebody said, I think Drake performing. Oh, man, he got a lot of performers. Brother Martin, what's going on? Man, listen, this is the topic tonight. We're talking about Snoop Dogg and Nelly. I believe it's Soldier Boys, too, as well, performing for the inauguration, the president inauguration. So do you see anything wrong with that? Those artists are receiving a lot of backlash. All right. Somebody said, what are white groups performing? What I don't know. I'm not sure. All right. All right. We got another caller right here. 252. Do y'all see anything wrong with that? All right. Somebody said, why do blacks run after money, huh? Where are your morals? Okay. Call in, caller. Call in. Who said that is wrong, period? All right. Big Drew, 079 in the house. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see you. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. All right. We got 252. Come on, 252. Come on, caller. Talk to me.
Hey, Martin.
Hey.
Hello,
Hey. Hey. So what's your thought on this?
I'm done. I'm so over it.
Well, tell me. I want to know. I want to know. Tell me. Just be honest. Ain't nobody gonna judge you. Huh?
I don't care if you or don't. I'm just I cannot believe, and I get you voted for Trump and there are other people that voted
Right.
for him, but that's not what is at issue. I looked at the video that he made 4 years ago calling people Uncle Tom
Mm-hmm.
and, the masses got too false.
I heard about that video. I didn't see it. I heard about it. Yeah.
I saw it last year. I saw it again today. And then I saw that weak argument that Nelly gave to, I forgot the guy's name. He did it in wrong. And I thought it was pathetic because he's feeling a backlash. Of course they are. But he said, I thought they were with me because of all the things that I'm doing in the community, the scholarships and things that I give out. Everybody can support that, Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
That's not why we were buying your music. I get listen to his music because I like it. All of those things that he does in the community, that's admirable. But it only takes one thing to screw all of that up. For me, you support a man who votes against your interests, who legislates for people that look like him and not you. And like I said the other day, it would spit on you to put out a fire if it meant him saving his hide. And you go perform for him 4 years later after all of the divisive things that he said about Black people, all the things that he's going to do to the Black community, trying to get rid of the Department of Education. This is who you champion? Yeah, you're an entertainer, but all money is not good money. And I'm done. They can get the Chriselle, or what was that girl say I read, or the Chrisette Michelle treatment. They deserve it. So I'm done. I have nothing else with Nelly. I have nothing else with Snoop. I didn't even like Drake anyway. But Soulja Boy, he's the suspect anyhow. But for the two people that bank on Black people all the time, that think that they're too big for Black people to say, we're going to show you how we really feel about you at this point. That's what they assume. We're so big. No, they're still going to support us because I'm Snoop and I'm Nelly. No, I'm not. And people should be outraged by it because he hasn't done a damn thing for Black people and he's not going to do anything this time around either.
Now, can I ask Doc, real quick. Now, knowing your profession, and you don't have to say anything if you want to, if this particular person comes through a political person that you don't like and can't stand, would you service him or her?
Yep.
Okay. I mean,
I take an oath. First, do no harm.
Okay.
He's an entertainer. He's doing it for the money. And I get people do it for the money. That's different. But I'm not going to entertain and want to be in the company of somebody who legislates against my interests and my people. And that's what Trump does. I get you said, we had that conversation before. You voted for him.
I voted for him.
Voting is a personal. Yes, voting is a personal choice. But also, I can say to you, or anybody else that voted for him, what has he done for Black people? What do you think he's going to do this time around? Nothing. And I'm not going to support somebody who legislates against my interests and my children every chance he gets. Look at who he's surrounding himself with in this administration. I don't see people that look like me in his administration. But you're going to support that because you're Snoop? How insulting to Black people.
All right, let me go to the next caller. Thank you, Doc. Thank you so much. Listen, one thing you can say, Doc, now you can say this. I will allow you to speak your mind even if you don't agree with me. You know I will. Because
you absolutely do.
I will. So I don't never cut you off. But let me, no, I don't do that. I let people talk. It's a freedom of speech. All right, we got like 3 callers. Okay, I want to see what they got to say. We got a Trump lover on here too. 912 Sarge. You're a Trump man. What you got to say, Sarge? Go ahead.
What's going on, bro?
Man.
As I'm driving home.
All right. Well,
I'm driving home to the crib. I'm like this here. Anybody that's doggone mad, especially Black folks, at Trump, you can cry 2 tears in a bucket. I don't give a damn. Okay?
I joined.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
I don't give. Wait a minute. I just pulled up to the crib. Okay. I don't give a damn what they don't like, bro.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question.
I really don't. Money is money.
Okay.
You had doggone the smut puppies twerking for votes, and that other one that's a tether baby. She's not even foundational Black American. She looking.
How would you know? Did
but
you look
she
at
ain't.
it?
She ain't. Say again.
Did you look at it, Sarge? How do you know there, whatever you call it, twerking? Did you look at it?
Yeah, I looked at it. Everybody's
Okay,
seeing that on the internet. What's her name? Megan the Moose. Megan the Moose.
That's just silly and immature. Don't look at it if you don't like it. The same way
Yeah,
I don't have to support them if I don't like
Megan the
what they
Moose. Megan. Well, if you don't like what I'm saying, why you talking to me?
because you're talking and we're calling in on a platform where we can.
And I'm talking on Martin's show. Okay.
Okay. Well, continue talking. I never told you couldn't.
But you're gonna tell me what I can and can't watch politically when you got Megan the Moose
say that.
twerking for a vote.
How did you know what they did if you didn't watch it? I didn't.
Because it was national news.
Okay.
Duh. How you know Trump won the election? How you know Trump won the election? Oh shoot! Let me turn this.
Hey, Sarge, let me go to the next caller. Hold on. Let me go to the next caller. 6650.
Okay, I messed around and forgot to turn off my alarm.
Don't worry about it. 6650. 6650. Go ahead, caller.
What's going on here? This is Buck in the house.
What's up, Pippin? What's up, Pippin? Ain't dead,
What's
is
up, man?
What's going on?
Yes and no. It's cold. It's cold. Ain't nobody gonna work in this kind of weather. You got to get them on remote.
Okay.
But back on the Trump deal, man, the people tripping. They worried about the wrong thing. First of all, this cat ain't did nothing to us particularly. Ain't no one man gonna be able to destroy our people. It's the system that's been fucking us over forever. And we look at, I talked to some educators today, principals of schools in the Chicago area, and I just broke it down to them. These kids can't read, they can't do nothing, and we in a state with predominantly Democratic, and people can't read and write. The kids they're set up for failure because they not giving them nothing to work with. So what if they having some people make their money? Snoop been rocking with this cat forever. Shoot, he been up there since they roasted each other, Martha Stewart, all that stuff. He always been kicking it with Trump, and Tyson kicking with him. So it ain't nothing like that. It's like if you was gonna criticize somebody and you gonna sit up there, these people that we love so much, mostly the Democrats and other political figures, even our local black politicians that don't give a darn about us, but we sit up there and put them on a pedestal and let them allow to be so-called royalty in our communities, but they haven't done enough. Name something these people are so predominantly against Trump. Name something our black leaders have done for our people in the last 30 years. I'm waiting.
Harold Washington did some nice stuff now. I give Harold his due.
Oh, Harold was on the money.
30 years.
Yeah, we lost it.
Right.
You said 30 years. My bad.
Yeah, that was
30 years. Even then, if you look at Barack Obama, who killed Gaddafi, and his whole resume is not worth nothing. Anything that was positive to even help black people in our country, he was against it. And it's so-called, the image he portrays, he had to leave his church because they didn't want him to go to a black church with Jeremiah Wright. So we always got to play their music, their songs. If you want to do what you do, be a free spirit and live your life. Ain't nobody going to tell you what to do because them people already getting their money. They sure ain't going to listen to you anyway, so why worry about what people think about you?
So
I'm going to sit back and take the next one.
Okay, hold on. So you saying that it's okay for Snoop Dogg, Nelly, Soulja Boy?
I mean, Snoop out here in the mainstream. Why would they have him in the Olympics? Snoop ain't exactly just a rapper no more. He's like a figurehead. He go over there and mingle at the Olympics and stuff. You can't just go over there with the Olympics as a rapper. He crossed. He already what you call it, cross the line or how he do stuff. He's not just considered a rapper. He's a celebrity.
Now,
whatever he do and people like him, I don't know if Trump's audience is into Snoop, but if you know rap, most of the white audience is predominantly white people that love the rap music. You go to China, Asia, any of these countries, you see the people mouthing the rap lyrics to black music in America, and they love this stuff. I've seen Polish cats I know don't speak no English, but they know about Tupac and whatnot.
Old time.
So it's about our culture that transcends the whole world.
Slow down, old timer. Now there's a video out here that's surfing around. Snoop calling people what are all types of names for performing for Trump back in 2017. What you got to say about that?
Well, I guess everybody changed their colors when they do the money green. So the Snooper, he go out there, or I seen him on David Letterman and other shows talking about smoking weed and stuff like that. So evidently he got to be interested for them to even put him out there. Because if they wouldn't even draw nobody, his name wouldn't matter who they put it. They could put a guy with a tin can, hit the drumstick on it. It wouldn't matter. Evidently, he crossed over to where they wanted. They can still deal with him. Those stuffed shirts and those people who might don't even know who Snoop Dogg really is when they go to the inauguration. They probably don't think. But there's something. At least his camera may not portray mix like more black people on there, but I really don't care about that anymore because you could have all the black people in the world. You look at Chicago, all the people down in City Hall and see what we got there. They Irish don't even mean nothing to them. So it don't matter what you look like, what they about. If they about it, they gonna got our back. So Snoop in his way, I guess he doing his thing. I'm not looking for him to do it. I never look at celebrities as a role model. If people looking at a celebrity as somebody to try to follow in their life, they might as well give up and jump out a window. Because the people in your life, your family, your mother, your father, somebody you could respect as close to you that you really know, that's somebody you should look up to, but not a celebrity. If you're looking at TV and media to try to judge people that want to emulate their life, you already might as well give up and just lay under the ground, let a car run you over because you ain't got no hope. You got to have people close to you to try to embed life, bring life into you. Entertainment is exactly like watching football and basketball, something to jerk off some time. It don't matter what the end of the game. At the end of the day, the score is the score, and you still got to go to work the next day. So none of this really matters. It's something to jack off some time.
Okay. 872-299-0808. Those of you just tuning in, we're talking about Snoop Dogg and Nelly, and who else is Drake and Soulja Boy. They all are performing at the president inauguration. So you see anything wrong with it? Is that a disappointment or what? Or is it just business? Can we separate business, from our personal feelings and just do business? I'm just asking the question. Some of you guys don't. 252 says she's done with him. She's done. Okay. But he's the president. As of tomorrow, he'll be sworn in. He's the president-elect as of right now. So I voted for him. I'm a Democrat, but I did vote for Trump. So I'm not going to sit up in hypocrite and make it like I did. And I'm saying in my mind, I was like, well, it can go two ways to me. My opinion is it could be business. They could be looking at it from a business opportunity to get money, or they may have supported Trump. You just don't know. Openly supported him. So you don't know what the deal is. And they're getting something out of it. Even if they're not getting no money, they're getting more recognition. And all them guys that I named, they're famous anyway. So they probably getting paid right. I'm not
Mark.
sure. Yeah, go ahead.
What's the last hit song that Snoop, Soulja Boy, or
Drake.
Nelly made?
Yeah.
No, he said Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Didn't you say Soulja Boy?
Yeah, Soulja Boy, Drake, and Nelly too. That somebody said four. I'm going to be.
Drake don't count. Drake's a tether baby. He don't count. He's not FBA. I don't concern myself with their kind.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know the last song. I don't follow rap like that.
But what's the last hit record either of them done had?
Yo, you guys have
Me either. What's that night? Their last hit was 1990. Maybe Nelly. What Nelly? What the hell? That song with Kelly. Dilemma.
It doesn't matter, Sarge. Let me get some new callers.
What was that? 2000.
Sarge. That don't matter. 872-299-0808. I need some callers. 872-299-08. We need some fresh voices to comment on that. Do you have a problem with these rappers performing at President Donald Trump inauguration? I'm hearing that it's rapper Nelly and Snoop Dogg, also Soulja Boy and Drake. So do you have a problem with that? Do you see anything wrong with that? Even if you didn't vote for Trump, do you see anything wrong with that? Come on, let's get it a call in. All right. Let's go on. Let me go on and read some of these comments. That's what I'm gonna do. I think they brainwash a lot of people right here to point. They don't even understand that we are Americans. That's Marcus Bradley. All right. Let's see what Rhonda Thomas has to say. What the heck is going on with these rappers? So, all right. All right. Let's see. Now, who said this? This is Carrie Bakes. Do anyone know President Trump not taking a paycheck salary from the White House? He's donating it to the military. Okay. All right. All right. Somebody said Drake isn't Canadian. We'll read some more of these questions. Rhonda Thomas, she said that it's politics where the money is. All right, call in 872-299-080808. All right. All right, I want to see if, let me see who else. All right, now, somebody said, Rhonda Thomas said, did anybody see the Burning Boy was appointed overseer of Africa? Okay. All right, we got some, any more calls? We need some fresh calls. Where y'all at now? All right, where y'all at? All right, somebody said that Carrie Bake said, did anyone watch the President Trump tonight when he said he's going to release the killing of JFK and his brother, and he is going to release the killing of MLK soon? He'll get in office tomorrow. The Democrats are scared of this. Wow, it's deep, deep. Sweet Jesse, what's up, Sweet Jesse? Big Daddy Scott. Believe it or not, the Democrat Party founded the Klan and kept Jim Crow going. Okay. All right. Barbara Cooper says that Biden signed the bill in which people could not get their stolen food stamps back. Okay. Wow. All right. All right. Deborah Singleton, he's exactly right. When white people love the rap music. All right. People, y'all getting in tonight. What am I calling? I need some fresh callers. All right.
So they don't want to do that. Drake was born in Toronto, Canada.
Nelly Country Grammar is only song I could think of, and I had to Google Nelly Street Sweeper to figure out the name. Okay. All right. All right. All right, people, 872-299-0808. We could read some more comments. Let me go down to more comments since I don't have no new fresh calls, but I do have people on the panel. We're waiting on some fresh callers. All right. Let's see. All right. All right. All right. Doll Chain and Gabbana said old head shoulda did more to get Jesse Jackson elected in 1988. Coulda changed up the whole timeline. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Somebody strong disagree with that. Okay. Okay.
Jesse. No.
All right. Brenda Givens says they got paid. We just don't know who or what to expect, but prayer. So, hey, it's business. They got a talent and they won't get paid for it. Now, here's another person says that Butterfly Nest said, that's why I say people are worried about the wrong thing. People, what's going on? What's really going on out here? Is it a cardinal sin for those rappers to sing or rap at the inauguration, the president inauguration? Is it a sin?
What?
Is it a sin?
None of them are getting Beyonce paid, and none of them are getting 10 minutes. I mean, 10 million for a 3-minute word session. Beyonce got paid, and I'm not hating. I'm like, get your money, boo boo. If they thought you were valued enough to pay you $10 million to speak for 3 minutes highly of Kamala Harris, I would have did it too.
I'm not Jimmy Dean says, I'm not a Trump supporter, but Democrats need to do better. Okay. All right, man. All right. Somebody, okay, Kim Edenton says that, like I said, Snoop is going to do what keeps him relevant and paid. Okay. All right,
That's what he's supposed to do.
yeah, we got another caller calling in. Yeah. Yeah, this is a great topic. I like this. Yeah,
You gonna have some fun tonight?
yeah, I like this. All right, I like this. All right, all right. Come on, Doc. Come on, Doc. I see you. Doc just came on
I
in.
joined.
Dr. Davis just came in.
I did.
Come on, Doc. What's your
No,
thoughts?
I had to test. No, I want to listen in for a few more minutes before I give my opinion. Is that okay?
It ain't much opinion. Well, all thing we saying is that we asking the question: do you think it's wrong for these rappers to perform at the inauguration? We talk about Snoop.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking
Okay.
about. But hold on, let me tell you. We talk about Snoop, Soldier Boy, Drake, and Nelly. Nelly. So, what's your thoughts about that?
mm,
You can speak your mind.
I don't agree with it, but I agree with it because they all about making their money. Hey, make your money. Make your money just like other people been making their money off of us for years. Look who's in our communities. How many black-owned places do you see in our communities anymore? So if they gonna make their money, make their money. It's all about a money thing in this world now. Everything is about money. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Do I agree with it? No.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with them making their money if they're getting paid. If they're not getting paid, then they some damn fool.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not sorry. Period.
Okay.
Period.
Now,
But if they make their money, hey, do what you got to do.
is it like business? Would you consider that's being business and not personal?
I do. I do believe that's business, just like Kanye West relationship with Donald Trump all these years. That was strictly business.
Mm-hmm.
Strictly business. So it could be business with them, and who am I to knock them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, some people, I guess,
None of us, we can all give our opinion. I'm sorry, go ahead.
some of us, some of us didn't vote for Donald Trump, and we can't. Some of us do not like Donald Trump, and then we call him a racist. We do all this, and we just can't see no black person saying anything to him. We figure out if a black person is in Donald Trump's face, he's probably a traitor. That's what, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I did not vote for Donald Trump, and I have met Donald Trump way before he even thought about talking about a presidency. Okay, I met him before. He was really cool and down to earth. I went to a dinner. Somebody took me there, and we met. He was just down to earth person. He didn't come off as a racist, but he is a racist.
Okay.
Period. He is. Period.
Prove it.
And he's a racist. Period.
Prove it.
Period.
Prove
I
it.
don't have to prove it. He done proved it.
You can't prove it.
He has proved it. Period.
You know,
I'm not gonna argue on that. Yes, actually, he has. So
I'm not
anyway,
arguing. I'm asking you to do a simple thing.
no, I don't have to prove anything. He has proved it.
Okay.
Period.
That's
Period.
a black people
Donald
problem
Trump,
right there.
No, it's not, because Donald Trump is all about money.
All talk
He's
with
about
no proof.
money. He's all about money. Period. He could care less if you or me or Mr. Johnson or Clinton or Obama. He's about money. Whether he's racist
like
or not.
me.
Whether he's
I'm the
racist or
same
not.
way.
It's not always about money with me. I believe in love.
Well, it's
I
always about
I
money.
believe in helping people, period. It's not all about money. That's the problem. The rule of all evil is money. And eventually that person will be brought down, period. But my whole point is good luck with Look at them. They're all rich. They're going to get richer. Like I said, Donald Trump, he believes about money. That's him. That's his motto. Money, money, money. If he cannot profit off you, he make you disappear regardless of what color you are. That's that.
Mm. Okay.
Like the mother on Friday. Okay.
Let's read some of these comments, y'all. Trump is King Pisces. Pisces Nathan said Trump is using black people for a political pawn. Pay attention, people. Pay attention, people. Once he get in office, he's going to turn this back on black people, especially don't like Chicago. Okay. All right, King Nathan. Okay.
The Democrats have done so much in Chicago for the last 97 years. Let's go.
Shy Girl says that no one black face in the audience. I guess you're talking about, okay.
Like Chicago.
All right.
Well, what I can say to that is that Donald Trump and the House, the Representatives, and the Senate, they are not going to send no money for illegal immigrants, and I agree with him on that. You know, those that are against him, he's not going to say, here's $10. He's not going to do that. So I have to respect that decision. I'm not going to have people working for me that don't like me. That makes sense. That's business sense.
Mm-hmm.
So of course that the state of Illinois is not going to get any more money. So the governor and the mayor and Cook County, whoever, they have to abide by what the president and what the House of Representatives and the Senate, what their decisions are. Period. That just makes sense to me. That's business sense. Once again, think about it. Trump is about business. This is his last term as the president. He does not care. Period. He's gonna do what he gotta do. He's gonna make some money. He's gonna make sure that his friends and his colleagues are taken care of. He's gonna make sure that he does not go to jail. His family does not go to jail. He has the opportunity to pardon himself and pardon everybody around him. Do I blame him? Would I do the same thing? Yes, I would. Most of us would. We would make sure that we take care of ourselves first. That's the problem with people. People are so selfish. However, I cannot blame the man. This is his last term, regardless of if he like black people or not. Regardless, I think more so that he sees the money than anything else. And that's just my humble opinion. And he'll show us. He gonna prove it to us. He gonna show us. He gonna show us better than he could tell us. We will.
Well, Martin, that's true, but not necessarily reality, because FDR did do 3 terms as president. Did he not? Research it, look it up. And at that time, the law did say you could only do 2 terms as a president. He was so good that people loved him so much, he got a 3rd term as president.
Look that up.
Well, the reality is that he's not going to do no 3 terms. He's not.
Everybody said that he wasn't going to win this last election too, didn't they?
I never said that. I never said that.
I'm not talking about you. I said
you just said everybody.
Oh my goodness. See, okay, there we go. Well, I'll just
I'm not going against you. I'm not going against you. I'm just saying
I'll
the
be
reality
exact.
is
Many people said he was not going to win. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Many peeps. Oh, many peeps. I did a little 50 Cent remix in there. But with rap music, do you know if white America would have stopped cold turkey purchasing or having anything to do with what they call rap today, that music would not exist anymore? For those of us that are old enough that remember Rapper's Delight, with the hip, the hip, the hip,
okay,
the hip,
okay,
hip, hop,
okay.
you
can't
stop.
sing on here now, bro. Come on. All right.
Okay, Martin.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this: that was an all black. That song went triple platinum with black support only. They never became millionaires. Now you got people that come into the game, literally no skill. All they do is talk a lot of smut puppy stuff. They get a $2, $3, $5 million advance that they can never pay back from their sales because they don't use physical sales anymore. And they keep them up until they're 29 years old if they're female. Then they put them out to pasture. Happens every time. They were looking for a replacement for what's that girl that can't talk English or Spanish?
So we don't need to. Let's.
But that's okay. The industry. That's how it works.
We got a new caller.
So if
we're not talking about that. We're talking about
We got a new caller.
Okay, I'm giving y'all reality outside of what y'all talking about. Though.
Yeah, but we're trying to stay with the topic. We don't need to go into a lot of things, man. That's okay. Last four digits, 5136. 5136. Come on, caller. 51. What's your thoughts or comment? Do you see anything wrong with the rappers rapping, singing for, or performing at the inauguration for Donald Trump?
No, sir. How you doing, brother?
All right, good.
No, sir.
Okay.
We need help. We need help, Mark.
Okay.
We need help. They doing a good job. They pushing him to me to do what we need to be done, man. Ain't no way, man, I'm gonna let nobody run my business and for them many years and ain't getting nothing done. We looking for a change, man. You know, so and I'm proud of the brothers letting everybody know that, you know, we need help, man. You know, we need help, man. Something got to break, man. Democrats been doing it all these years and ain't nothing changed. Come on, man. You can't keep doing the same thing. Then you throw that in our face. Come on, man. We need a change.
That's true.
I'm just saying,
I agree with him.
I'm just saying, man, how you gonna let somebody? We gave you a chance. You know, we was raised and taught that be a Democrat. That's how you was raised. Okay, and we went along with what our parents believe in. But when you get old enough to open your eyes, man, you can't keep walking around sleeping. You got to understand, man. You know, you got to be understand. And I'm sorry if people don't like what I say, but it is what it is, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm glad they standing up and giving the man a chance, man. We need a change, man. You know, you see they just threw that, man, come on, man. They threw that in their face in Chicago, man. They just, in their face, man. You know, that's hurting, man. You know, how could you just walk around and accept that, you know, and don't say nothing? I seen a brother out there on Vincennes, man, you know, black people out there protesting for Trump, and he get out his car, man, like he want to whoop them and jump on the people and all that. And I'm like, dude, even though you got a lot of knowledge of whatever you talking about, but dude, we just looking for a change. We ain't trying to say this or that. But when Trump was in there, man, my business was booming. Everything was booming. I'm a living witness. I live by it. And see the Democrats took over again, everything went down. Now I'm in Arizona because everything went down. Come on, man. You know, I'm sorry, man, but I want to change, man. I can't keep letting the same people wash my car and ain't getting it clean. No. You're not. I was listening to you today with, what's his name, Martin, today. What was his name? Andre? What's his name?
Andre Smith and Mark Carter. Yeah. Andre Smith, yeah.
Yes, sir. I was on there all day driving the truck, listening to y'all, man. And he made sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He said, we need a change, man. You know? He said he grew up with the mayor. It was his buddy, but I don't agree with him. I don't like what he doing. He say I don't hate him, but because we friends, that don't mean I'm gonna make you right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he said if it's right, he for right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. There's only two sides. There's only two sides to it. Ain't no walk in the middle of the fence, man.
Okay. All right.
Either you wrong, you wrong. And I ain't gonna hold you too long. I'm gonna let another caller come in, bro.
Okay, appreciate
But I'll
you.
be there on the next week, man. And I'm gonna hit you up.
Okay, hit me up.
Y'all have a blessed evening, man.
You too. All right, now listen up, people. We listen. So to me, the way I look at it, I don't look at it as a trade to the worst. I look at it as being business. Seriously, that's why I look at it. Now it could. That's why I look at it. I mean, there's an opportunity to make some money or give more exposure, one or both, or one of the two. Go for it. Go for it. I can't even imagine Trump listening to Snoop Dogg and Drake and all them. I don't know. Trump probably don't even listen to that type of music, but it's just for entertaining. And listen, we've been entertaining white folks ever since we've been in this country. For those abroad, we've been entertained. They love us to entertain them, and they pay big entertainers money. You know that. We know that.
I do.
Now they don't want. They want to pay you to help you get your school books, but they'll pay an entertainer. So we need some more callers, people. 872-299-0808. or 872-297-6389. The number directly over my head. You can call these two numbers and get in. We're looking for some fresh voices, fresh callers. And those of you just tuned in, we're talking about Nelly and Snoop Dogg and Dre and Soulja Boys. Our Soulja Boy is performing. They are performing all of the four that I named at the president inauguration. So what are your thoughts about it? Do you think they shouldn't be doing it, or they should, or don't do it because Trump is a racist, they say, and he's a racist? So what is it, people? Talk to me. Call in 872-299-0808. While waiting on you to call, we still got a panel. I'm going to go to some of these comments. All right, let's see. Paris Cooper said their performance will bridge the gap and the divide between our cultures. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. They got to answer to you too, Sergeant. Here.
But maybe we could look at it a positive side and say that maybe Trump is trying to connect us and not divide us. I am not a Trump fan, you guys. I really not. You know, some of his policy I agree with, and a lot of them I do not agree with. Okay, but maybe he's trying to connect us instead of us being divided. Did we think about that? Maybe if he bring in some black entertainers, that maybe the Caucasian people will say, okay, we'll accept them or whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's still a lot of Caucasians that are racist out here that do discriminate. And some of them are horrible. We still have KKK, and the new name is now called Proud Brothers. So, maybe he's trying to connect us all together. Who knows? Only time will tell. We're going to see. We're going to find out.
All right. This Andrew Media 92 says it's business. Anyone who has an attitude with Black Americans making money off the presidency, then they are the problem. Make your money, Snoop. Okay.
I agree.
Let's see.
And not only that, Snoop, let's think about this, Mr. Johnson. I'm about to call you Dr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, not only that, Snoop does give back to the community. Nelly gives back to the community. All of them up there do give back to the community. What have you all gave to the community? And I'm not talking about this panel that's on the phone.
Advice. A whole lot of advice. Nobody listened to me.
But I'm just saying that they have gave back to the community. They have. So, you just never know what's going to become of this. All we can do is just wait and see. Sorry, I'm going on mute.
All right, let's read. We got a new caller. Eric.
This is Pamela.
Okay, we got a new. Hold it, Sarge. We got a new caller. Hey, caller 815 area code. Come on, caller. What's your thoughts and comments?
Hey, Martin.
Hey.
Hey, Martin.
Hey,
this is Lovejoy. I'm always commenting. How are you?
Oh, good. This is who?
I got something to say.
Lovejoy.
This is Lovejoy.
Okay.
I'm always commenting
right.
in the comments.
Right. Go ahead, Lovejoy. Let's hear you.
Hi. As you see in the comments.
What happened?
Hi.
Go ahead.
As you see in the comments. Can you hear me? Do I need to turn my phone down?
Yeah, you probably need to turn if you got Facebook playing or YouTube down, you probably delay. So you need to turn it down when you on and take me off speakerphone and Bluetooth. So that's how you do that. So you could just talk to me in real time. Because I figured that you kept pausing. Yeah.
How's this?
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. I hear you. I always heard you loud and clear. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. I'm a huge Trump supporter.
Mm-hmm.
I voted for him both times. I'm a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
I am a Black woman. I used to live in Illinois. I moved from Illinois over 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I called in, I'm always listening. It really upsets me to hear blacks always complain about white people being racist when there's so many blacks that are so racist, and they need to cut that mess out. I have had so much support from whites more than from my own people. And when it comes to Trump, he has done more, in my opinion, for the black people than Democrats. So, first of all, by him with the immigrants, if you look over in Chicago, they come over there and went to Chicago and took all those jobs, and now that he's sending them back, now Democrats, or blacks, go get your jobs now. Go to work. But when it comes to Snoop Dogg and them over there performing, that's really good. We need to come together and stop all this racism and all this hatred. It's got to stop somewhere. Period. And black people, stop always talking about white people racist. There's a lot of racist black people. Period.
But it's more racist white people. Period.
You can't say that, ma'am. That's not true.
Yes, I can't.
No, you can't.
Work with them.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you
yes,
can't.
I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Well, okay.
Yes,
well,
I
go
can.
ahead. You can say what you want. I don't believe that.
I work with them every day. I'm around 90% white people.
Me too.
I work with these people, and they're Mormons. They're Mormons. They're Mormons. Mormons are the most racist people on this earth. Trust me.
That's your opinion.
Mormons.
Ma'am, Mormons originated out of Iowa. This is where I live.
First of all, Mormons didn't allow black people in their church. First of all, when it was first.
Well, you know what, ma'am? See how angry she is?
No, it's not about angry.
Anger.
I'm just telling you.
That's all I hear is anger.
Facts. Stop talking about us black people.
A lot of anger.
You constantly saying, "Oh, black people need to do this. Black people need to do that." You know what black people endure? No, it's not anger. You know what black people have endured on this earth for white folks? No,
not all of us.
That ain't nothing but anger.
No, it's not anger, darling.
I'm sorry you're going through that, but I'm around white people constantly.
I'm not.
And they sign big contracts with me. I work in the construction, cleaning industry, big business, honey. I get big business. If they were so racist, why are they signing contracts with a black woman?
I didn't say every white person is making the G. I'm just saying that there are a lot. There are a lot of white people that are racist.
No,
it's not about me, because I damn near look white. So there are just a lot of white people who are racist, and that's period.
Of course, man. That's but there's a lot of blacks that go both ways.
Well, to be true, let me just say this: to be real truthful, black people aren't racist. They could be prejudiced and they could be haters, but we're not racist, and we more haters to ourselves and a lot of times to the next man.
True.
I'll say that. People that's racist, they have power to control things and stop you from eating and all different types of things like that. So we do have a lot of us hate on each other for doing well. So I don't want what I don't want is to base if white people are racist now because we making money. White people, a lot of times, white people hire women because they're a double minority. They're a woman and they black on jobs. It's not that you
EEOC.
Right. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. It's not that you super qualified. A lot of people don't know that. They a lot of people don't know that. That's it.
That part.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that though. They
not hiring me because of DEI because I'm educated. Okay. So that's not even
educated don't have anything to do with it. Educated don't have nothing to do with it. Educated don't have nothing to do with it.
Martin,
educated don't have nothing to do with it.
Don't take his words personal.
Yeah, right.
I'm not.
Listen, people. Okay. Listen, I'm just telling you, most of us that have degrees, we're not even working in the same field that we have a degree in. A lot of times, most of us that have degrees.
I am.
Right.
What is that noise?
Somebody got to stop that noise.
Who's trying to check out groceries?
Okay. All right. We got a new caller real quick. Hold on, y'all. Air code 917. 917. Come on, caller. 917.
What's up, Martin? How you doing, big bro?
Oh man, I'm blessed. I'm happy to be living in the land of the living. It's a good time to be living. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Always. Every day above ground is a good day.
Yes, it is. Yes,
I'm just calling based on the whole thing with this Snoop Dogg and
Right.
Soulja Boy and Nelly. There's a lot here at play. The bottom line is always going to be the bottom dollar for us, for some of us. But to go and perform at someone that is blatantly a racist, and this is what I said. This last election said a lot. This last election, what it said was 92% of black women voted. I can't remember the actual number. I think it was 54% of black men that voted. At the end of the day, Nelly, they're going to look at what's best for their pockets versus anything else. They're not caring about what we're thinking. Now, I'm not a Donald Trump supporter, never been, because the man he has racial. Let me put it like this. He has this one guy that's on his team. I forgot his name. It slips my mind. That is a blatant racism. He surrounds himself with people who are racist. So if you surround yourself with people who are racist, then you have to know. That tells a lot about who you are and your beliefs, and your beliefs trickle down onto their beliefs. So at the end of the day, Nelly, Snoop Dogg, and a whole bunch of them should have thought about, is this going to be, how is this going to affect me? How is this going to affect me and my brand? At the end of the day, they didn't care because it was a large sum of money that was attached to it. A large sum. I believe there was a large sum of money attached to it. But not all money is good money.
Amen.
Not all money is good money. Not all money. When you sell your soul, then you're going to get stapled with that for the rest of your career.
Amen.
With that for the rest of your career. I left a comment on somebody's page earlier. They was talking about it, and I'm like, they was talking about Nelly, and they were saying that, how do he come back from that? Really, once you see Ashanti do her first show, and he comes out on stage, that'll tell you how he comes back from it, because he's going to get booed. And none of us should stand with people that are not for us, black or white.
Okay.
Black or white.
I got a question.
Not stand with them.
I got a question, my brother. I respect you, and I'm gonna say this all due respect. What you say. Most of us that's listening to me and that's watching by way of YouTube or Facebook, we work for a racist institution. Our boss is openly racist, and we still know that, but we still go to work. We still know that. I got to tell the truth, shame the devil. A lot of these stores that we go in,
because that is the devil's work.
Yeah, a lot of these stores,
devil's work.
A lot of these stores that we patronize, or some of these brand clothes, they are racist, and we still buy them. Now we got to make up in our mind, if we're gonna stand against one racist, we got to stand against all of them. Period. I'm just telling the truth. I'm not trying to debunk what you said, brother. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, I know you're not. I know you're not. But Martin, you made a great point. We got to start investing back in us.
Yeah.
That's why.
You know what I mean? We have to start it, because we are, as far as the black community, we are the consumers of everything and the creators of everything. Hold on 1 second. I just want to finish my thought before I forget. Our dollars are so powerful that sometimes we don't realize it. We're quick to go and buy Louis Vuitton, and don't hate me because I do buy Louis Vuitton. But then I have to start thinking, where is my money going? You understand? So at the end of the day, we have to start patronizing some of our own black businessmen and businesswomen. We have to, because the only way, and then we have to pull back. Like I told somebody the other day, I will not buy a Tesla truck or a Tesla car. I think they're ugly, first of all. I will not buy it, because the man that's behind the company, is a blatant racist. It's a blatant
And he's
racism.
from South Africa.
He's from South Africa, so you already know what I'm talking about, brother. You already know. I didn't want to go there, but listen, we're gonna go there.
I'm a female.
I'm sorry, man. I do apologize.
That's okay. My voice heavy.
Yeah. So the bottom line is we have to start back investing in ourselves and stop. And the one thing we have to start doing that's the most important thing is end the self-hatred. The self-hatred amongst us. Like Martin, I've been on your show a few times, and I applaud you. I applaud you for having this platform because you allow people from all over to have different points of views. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, black, white, I applaud that. And there's no way I can sit back and go after I hang up the phone and go, look at this. Who did this Martin think he is? Well, he thinks he's the next what's the guy, Martell Jordan? You know what I'm saying? And I watch I'm just and that's just a joke. When I watch people emulate, I started realizing you set a tone that people are emulating him. And those same people that's emulating you, I still congratulate them because it takes a lot of courage to come out and do what you do and have a voice in this on this platform. So at the end of the day, we have to stop the self-hatred. We have to, and we got to build each other up. Not all of us, because some of us, we got to be like, hey, you're a messed up individual. You need to go over there with those people.
I have a question.
I'm listening.
I have a question. Are you ready? Now, I'm not trying to change the subject, right?
Mm-hmm.
How can we help one another build? For example, I'm just going to give a little small example. I know 3 people try to open up a black business in the Roseland and Rosemore community, and Anthony Fields said no. So how can we patronize them? How can we build our communities back up? Because remember, when we were coming up, I don't know how old you are, but I'll say when Martin and I, even Sarge, when we were coming up, that we had a lot of moms and pops own stores. They own stores. They own liquor stores. They own gas stations. They own, the laundromat. All that is now gone. They don't own none of that anymore. But yet the Saudi Arabians, the Pakistanis,
I know where you're going with this. Yes.
The Chinese, the Vietnamese, they're it's almost impossible, even though it's out here in Chicago, it's almost impossible to find a black-owned beauty supply store that's not owned by a Chinese or Vietnamese or Filipino. Or how can we? What is the solution? Because you all know, if you all listen to me on here on Mr. Johnson Show, I love coming up with solutions. How can we get our stores back? Like if the aldermen, for some strange reason, we got to get approval for them. And I'm gonna go back to what Mr. Mark was saying, Mr. Smith was saying earlier. We got to get rid of these people, because if we cannot take back our communities, then what is the solution?
Okay.
I think part of it starts with education.
Okay, hold it. We got a new caller, but I want to say this real quick before the new caller, 337. I want to say this. Politics is pay to play, people. If you want a business in a certain community, you got to come up with them dollars. How much is going to cost me, Mr. Politician, for me to open up a business? What's your charge?
Yes.
I'm just keeping it real, people. We keep thinking because we got the same complexion as this other brother in office, he gonna do for us. Most of the time, black people don't do nothing for other black people when they get in them offices, people. They get along, go along.
They slam the door.
I'm just telling you, it's just real. I gotta be real, y'all. I gotta be real. Listen,
keep it real.
That's the problem they're having in Dalton. These people want a business in Dalton, but y'all gotta pay the piper. You come in, listen, you gotta check in. Politicians want money. That's what they do, people. Politicians are for sale.
They gotta fill their coffers.
Yes, they are for sale.
The bottom line is the bottom dollar.
Black people, we don't realize that. We the only ones that give our vote away and don't get nothing in return. Nothing. Just say, I voted for him. I voted for her. Real talk. I think my phone hung up. I'm not sure. Hold on. It did hang up. Hold on, people. Hold on. My phone hung up. Hey, caller. Hold on, people.
Martin
Phone
G,
hung up.
AKA the Crime
For, while they waiting,
live,
while they waiting, my
uncut,
phone hung up.
unedited
Now listen, people.
Just before you speak,
Politicians are for sale. They are bought.
Off or down.
If you want something from a politician, tell them something. Hey, I'm going to donate to your campaign. I'm going to give you some money.
Thank you so much.
If you allow me to open up this liquor store.
Please record your name for announcement.
Live, uncut, unedited. Sorry about that, people. Sorry about that. My phone went dead. I'm sorry about that. All right, let's take this new call. Hold on. Let's take this call. My phone went dead, y'all. Went off. 337. Come on, caller. 337. First, come on, caller. 33. Go ahead.
It's unfortunate that we as a people can't come together. I experienced this personally with my shows like on Comic View and Def Jam. BET ripped us off. People don't realize, and it was black run, black owned, and so was Def Jam, and they stole money from us. They're still doing it. We're pulling ourselves down, and they had UPN, which was basically you pick a Negro type network, and the Apollo Comedy Hour did it to us. The Apollo Comedy Hour, the Showtime at the Apollo, they did us. So I experienced that personally. But back in the day when I was in the Marine Corps and Okinawa, we were together. We were, whether you were black, Puerto Rican, I don't know if you all remember, some of you probably too young to remember this. When we were in the military, even Sarge can probably relate to this, we had to dap. We would dap each other. I watch over you, you watch over me. I'll stand by your side, you stand by my side. Peace, power, and togetherness. We had that. There's no togetherness down here. Even down here in the South, we have people selling their soul for a T-shirt and a $20 bill and don't even know who they're voting for. You know what I mean? Don't even understand the policies the campaign people are campaigning for. And so I land my plane there. It's unfortunate.
Man, I appreciate you. So listen, Dr. Davis said we got to find some solutions, and this is one place that we could do it at because we got people of all walks in life on this podcast. A lot of people, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of hosts, whether they're on the radio or they're a content creator, if you're not saying what they want to say, they're gonna silence you. We're gonna hit that. They're gonna silence you. They're gonna boot you off, overtalk you.
Hey, my name is Marjorie.
Yeah, and challenge you. But we got another caller. Let's get to this new caller here. Hey, caller, 562. Come on, caller, 562. We talking about
Martin.
Go ahead.
I've been watching you for about 3 months now. I really enjoy your show. My name is Mama J. I'm from Long Beach, California.
Long Beach in the house. Yes.
Yep, I'm proud of all the young black men.
Are you saying?
President Trump, go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead, 62. Hold on. Let her finish talking. I don't know if she finished.
Oh, I thought she was finished.
562. Are you done talking?
Yeah, I'm finished talking. I'm so excited. I don't even know what to say.
Okay, well, when you come back, listen. When you get courage enough to say something, just let me know. Say, hey, Martin, and I'll come right back to you. Well, go ahead, Ace.
All right, thank you, baby.
Okay. Go ahead, my brother. I think that was 917. I think.
Yeah, Martin. You know what it is too. Part of it too is our history, and if you see what they're trying to do now, they're trying to eliminate our history. A lot of these young brothers are coming up now. They don't have the respect. I normally call it the code. They don't understand the code. And the thing is, they're forgetting about everything that happened before them. And it's this me, selfishness mentality. Now, if we go back with Donald Trump, if you think about Donald Trump, how he did, I'm from New York, so how he treated.
Yeah, we kind of noticed that part. But go ahead.
Okay. I'm from New York, so I'm from Brooklyn, New York. So let me keep it real. So what I'm trying to say is, growing up, my mother gave me a newspaper when Donald Trump put that ad in the newspaper about the Central Park Five. And I was like, you know what? It really affected me and I watched how it affected my mother. And my mother was like, this could have been you. And they could be calling for the death penalty. To this day, this is the reason why I don't respect that man, among what he did to our first black president. But to this day, this man will not apologize for the mistakes he has made and asking for the death penalty for five brothers.
And I sat back and I said, somebody got a TV on.
Yeah, hold
But
on,
I
hold on.
sat back
Yeah, hold on,
and I
brother.
said,
Let me stop it. Listen,
Yeah, somebody in the
my
background.
callers, listen up. I'm gonna have to boot you off. Somebody have a TV playing. You cannot listen to this live podcast if you got an audio playing. If you're on the phone, if you're on the panel, you have to turn it down. You can still watch it, but turn your audio down. A TV, because I'm gonna have to mute you. Mic check. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I was willing to give the man. I was willing to give the man, but I'm like, if you go back in his history, he cannot deny who he is. And at the end of the day, a lot of our young people don't know his history. They just think because he gave a few people stimulus.
They still got it turned up, Martin.
They
sorry,
hung up.
brother.
They hung up. That's what they hung up. Go ahead.
They still believe, because he gave people money during the pandemic, which he's responsible for, and they feel that, he gave us money. He put money, $1,200, $600. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that was our money. Yeah, well, I think it all depends. But that was our money, and at the end of the day, that was our money he was giving us back. So at the end of the day, I don't respect the man, and I can't stand with anyone who decides that his money is good money to have, or his money is money he's putting money. If you listen to the young boy, Soldier Boy, so disrespectful towards our first Black Americans. Hey, it was so disrespectful that I'm not gonna lie to you, Martin. I'm gonna say this, and I hope he hears it. I wanted to put grown man hands on him. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we are not, and this is why I say we're crabs in a barrel. Just because a white man is giving you, or his backers are giving you a few $1 million or a few $100,000, you want to sell your soul? Because anytime he calls, you better jump. That's how he's gonna feel. You better jump.
I want to ask you a question, my brother.
You now.
I want to ask you a question. You definitely have a personal experience with Donald Trump because of the Central Five, and I understand that. But let me ask you a question. If you had opportunity to sit down with Donald Trump, would you take it?
No, I wouldn't take it.
Tell me why. Tell me why not. Tell me why not.
My thing is, it would have to come with an apology too. It would have to be an apology.
No. Listen, brother. Let me just say this. Let me say this. If you had opportunity to talk with Donald Trump without him apologizing to you personally, but when you get at the table with him, you can ask him, why did he do this and why did he say that? I'm not justifying his behavior. What I'm saying is,
right.
See,
I don't think sitting down with him. I'm sorry.
Let me just say this. A lot of us don't understand politics. Politics, there are no permanent enemies, brother. Trust me.
You always say that.
I'm telling you, that's the golden rule, brother. We can Democrats and Republicans, we can go at each other's neck, boy. But when they get into the law and start making these lobbies and all that, man, they're making deals with each other. Martin, if you vote yes on this, I got you on the next one. Man, and a lot of times, these politicians, they vote against their own interests. They vote for what the party wants, not what they want.
That's right.
They know they got some people that they got to answer to back home or whatever, but they doing what the party say do. That's what's more important, brother. So don't get caught up. It's so bitter that you can't talk to a person, because a lot of us, we got racist bosses that we don't even like. But guess what? They sign our check. Hold on, brother. They sign our check. What we gonna do? You can't listen. You're not going to get around racist people. There's no law that's going to legislate white people hard, tell them that you got to like black people. There's no law out here, brother. So listen, I'm getting out of my feelings now. I used to be just like that. But you know what, brother? Let me get what I can get out of these people, because they control everything. And listen, they control, listen, brother, they faces on the money. They control the water that come in Brooklyn. They control the gas, the natural gas that come in Brooklyn. They control the police department. They control the school curriculum. They control the military. I'm telling you, the property that you live in or condo or whatever, they control that too as well. Because they can use one word with two or intimate domain and get your property. So they are in control, brother. Now I'm just keeping it real with you. We listen, but we're down here. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I respect. Listen, I respect you when you say that. I know I might be coming from an area of my emotions, but when I see someone, I wasn't always who I was. Let me put it like that. At the end of the day, when I see someone doing what they're doing, and it's wrong, and you can say it's politics, and you can say this, that, and the third, but at the end of the day, sometimes certain things gotta trump politics. No pun intended. It has to trump politics. Dignity, morals, values, principles have to be above all that.
Brother, you can't hold.
And
these
I get
people.
what you hold on. I get what you're saying, Martin. Trust me. I know when to turn it off and on. I do get what you're saying. But this particular individual it doesn't even matter if it's this particular individual. And I'm sitting here saying, Martin, you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I know, but I'm just saying, you let your emotions get in the best of you, bro. You got to control these emotions. You trying to make somebody accept you or think like you think. That's not gonna happen, brother. You got people that look like you.
No, I don't.
I know. Hold on. You got people that look just like you and me, man. Don't care nothing about us, man. They are the biggest haters of the race. They hate us more than white people hate us. I'm telling you, brother. Some of these people that look like us, they hate us more than white people. They wish we was dead. They, especially if you ain't got no money. If you don't have no money, I'm telling you, brother. They right along.
Right, I've dealt with that with my brother. I'm gonna hit close to home on something. I dealt with that with my brother, who's a millionaire in the music industry. And this is what I told my brother. And I'm not gonna mention no name, but he's close to somebody that's literally in jail right now. Anywho, I said to him, my brother, I don't want none of your money. And this is where I have a problem with. I don't want none of your money. I don't want you to give me anything. I don't want a handout. Just point me in the direction where I can go out and secure the win for myself and the team. This man right now, this is years ago. That was years ago. This man right now, it's like this more of a brother thing. And when I call this man my brother, I don't sit there and say he's my brother, how you're called, that's my brother.
Come on with it, brother. Come on, land that plane. Come on, land the plane. Come on with it.
So I know I'm being winded, but at the end of the day, the man don't even say what's up or say hello, don't do nothing. So when I say this to you, Martin, that I can turn off and on, but Trump I cannot turn off and on. I'm sorry. Well, I get where you coming from.
He's your president, brother. You like it or not.
Right, you're right. You're right. I do believe he's not going to leave. I do believe
you might have to rent.
He's not going to leave office.
You might have to rent a truck and pack up and go to Canada somewhere, because he's here.
Well, shit, he's trying. Excuse me for cursing. He's trying to take Canada over, so it ain't gonna be too much.
That's not gonna happen.
We know that's not gonna happen. We know that. But what I'm saying, bro, see, listen, it's a lot of black people out here, rightfully so, can't stand racist white people, and I'm one of them. But guess what? I know how to tolerate them, but I know how to get what I need out of them, and I know how to work with them. So see, once you show me who you are, you ain't got to show me twice. Show me once. I got you. So I know how to handle you. If you're a snake, I know to keep my arm out this way. So I know. See, brother, you got to control your emotions, bro. When you go on these jobs, man, and when these white people make these little corny jokes at you, they waiting on you to explode and cuss them out. Then they triggered you. They got you. See, they know black people are real emotion. All they got to do is call you the N-word. Y'all ready to fight. Pick up a chair and knock somebody upside the head. They know all they got to do is get loud with you, and you ready to fight. Now you done lost your job because you felt like you was disrespected. So what I'm saying, brother, women too, you guys have to hold your emotions on these jobs. We know some of these jobs that we work on, they don't like us. Okay, we can't make them like us, and they watching everything they do. If we late 1 minute, if we late 1 minute, They telling the boss. They're running and telling. They got spies that look like us to tell them the guy watching us for the man. Now listen, let me just tell you something. A good friend of mine on this podcast, and I hate to say it, and she said it, but I hate it she said it, but I got to say it. She said on her job, the people that used to go to HBCUs, when they came in with their resume, the white man told her to throw theirs in the garbage can. Nowhere in the world I could have done
right.
that.
I remember.
She said that on this podcast.
She did say that.
And I couldn't believe that she said that. And she stood on it.
I did.
I couldn't have did that.
I believe it.
Listen, that's a good sister. But when she said that out of her mouth, that means she was clicking with the white folks with that on that. So she didn't even get her brothers and sisters no chance that came from those universities. They already had them marked.
No choice.
She already had them marked.
Right. She had no choice.
But Martin, I can give you one better than that.
Yeah.
I can give you one better than that. It's how you name. I literally named my daughter a certain name so that she could have a fighting chance. You know, because I heard that what they used to do was they'll look at your name and they could tell if you're black or white.
Oh yeah, of course.
And they still can.
They did a study at Chicago State University. I remember that.
Yeah. And
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't hear you. Repeat that?
No. What I'm saying is they did a study on that at Chicago. May I finish, please? Chicago State University.
Mm-hmm.
We heard about this in Chicago now. I don't know about New York, but they did it at Chicago State University, whereas they had resumes that came across, and they would have certain names like Shaniqua, Chiquita, to this, and they would just pass the resume on.
And
they surely did. I remember that.
They did resumes and social security numbers because a lot of Black Americans have what's the word I would use? Even numbers.
Right in the middle
of their middle number in their social security numbers, and most Black Americans have even numbers in their social security number until recently, because now they starting to mix it up. So it was the social security and your name.
They tell, they can tell. And I'm just telling you, people.
Yeah, I heard about that study.
That's real. It's so much going on, and we so behind. Y'all got to remember, Mark Carter said today, a lot of things are socially engineered. Now, that just let's give you an example. One example: white people come in the community and drop a crate of guns in a gang-infested area. Then turn around, get on the news next day. Look at the black people, they're killing each other. They're killing each other. So what that is, you put the guns there and you knew where to put them at so they can get them. And so you threw the stone and hid your hand. So you can't blame these communities. You put all this stuff in these communities for these communities to fail. You put some drugs in a community where it's high unemployment, poor areas. What do you think gonna happen? They're gonna sell to each other. They're gonna make money. See, all these things are socially engineered. And they said, look at the black people. They acting like animals. They don't love each other. They're killing each other. They own drugs. Well, where did they get the drugs from? Where did they get the guns from? We talk about 10, 11. So we're not talking about grown folks that's able to go purchase a gun or this legally, but we're talking about young people. You got a $1,500 gun in your possession. You know, the little thing that make it go automatic, that's like $350, $500. You know, then you talk about an extended clip. Then you talk about the gun itself. So you looking at right. So you looking at 1,000 to 1,500. We're not even counting the bullets. Where is this coming from, people? How is it just mysteriously in the neighborhood? Ask yourself that question. If guns aren't made in the black community, if drugs aren't manifested in the black community, the pills, the heroin, and the fentanyl, where is it coming from? How did it get there? How did it get there? So what I'm saying is, people,
You're right.
and these are things that Now, I know because you got drugs in the community and guns, that don't mean you got to use the drugs because they're there. That don't mean because it's guns that you got to pick it up and shoot nobody. So I'm not making that excuse. But when you put those things in gang member hands and people that's not employable, they're gonna do what they have to do. Their natural instinct is going to rob. Again, we said it earlier today. If you don't educate yourself, and if you don't have no type of hustle or job, next thing is you're gonna steal. You're gonna steal. You're going to steal.
Right.
I'm just telling you, your natural instinct is going, hey, I gotta eat. I gotta eat. And sometimes you're willing to kill, you're willing to hurt people, you're willing to lie and do whatever you have to do. So the scripture said it. The love of money is the root of all evil. The root. That's where it comes from. It's the root, people. So listen, the lowest thing that you can think in your mind that's dirty, there's somebody out here that's able or capable of doing it. Let me say that again because some of y'all miss it. The lowest thing, the dirtiest thing that you could think in your mind, there's somebody that's out here that's willing and capable of doing that, what you thinking in your mind. Trust me. We living in that type of world, people. Ain't no love, people.
And we'll do it.
And we'll do it.
Yeah,
We'll do it.
We'll
do it.
And we'll do it.
Yeah, Martin. And to elaborate on one point, and it kind of bothers people when I bring this up, with the Central Park 5 situation, those guys confessed to the crime to the police on, I think it was April 21st. And then Trump took that ad out in the paper the first of the month in May. So it's not like he took the ad out in the paper before they had already confessed to the police. Now, he didn't have any way of knowing if they coerced the confession out of these young men. But people hold that against Trump. No, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm saying I understand that. I understand what you're saying.
Let me finish. Now, if I don't have the knowledge to know that something was coerced and I roll with it, you know what I mean? I'm going to be held accountable for a lack of knowledge of something that I didn't have the information on in the first place, or was
whatever they told him,
information?
Or whatever they told him, because he's not going to go and do no research. So whatever they told him, he go with the flow. Period. That's what they do.
That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you.
So many black people believe the Jim Crow letter, not Jim Crow. What's that other one? Willie Lynch. There we go. They think the Willie Lynch letter is the actual real letter. When you've had collegians that have researched it and determined it's a lie. As of the letter itself, it's a lie. It was written based on a study of the behavior. Hold on now, Martin. As of the study of blacks in the United States. And they based it on a lot of the wording, like the word foolproof. Foolproof was not a word that was being used in that date and era. Okay?
Well,
it wasn't.
Well, hold it, Sarge.
Remember back when we was growing up and people be like,
Sarge, hold it.
We changed it. We changed it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, see, that's the thing.
I know.
Okay,
we can't make it about
Sarge. Where you coming from, Sarge?
Never mind.
Yeah,
I got where you're coming from, Sarge. But Sarge, my thing was my initial point is after you find out that these young men were coerced into giving a statement that wasn't true, then you still double down on it. That's the issue I have with it. You still double down.
I can agree with you on that.
Okay. So when you double down on it, now here's my thing. I would have been willing to give Trump a chance. I would have. And I know Martin saying emotion. I'm coming from an area of emotions. Yes and no. I would have been willing to give him a chance because then it would have said, he's trying to make a difference. So at the end of the day, when he realized that these young men were exonerated because the person that actually committed the heinous act against that woman admitted to it, only thing it takes for a decent human being to say, I got this wrong. And then when the man confronted him at the debate, he didn't even want to talk to the man. So now there's a lawsuit. Now the Central Park Five have another lawsuit against him for defamation of character.
Brother.
So what I'm trying to say is, I'm just saying. That's how I feel about it.
Brother,
but,
let me say something. Hold it, brother. Hold it. What do you work at, brother, if I may ask? You ain't got to say the name. What do you work for yourself or you entrepreneur? What do you work? What do you do?
I work for the city of New York.
Okay.
I'm employed. I'm a government worker.
Okay.
And I also a slash entrepreneur. I own an event space.
Okay, wonderful. So, have you ever experienced racism or discrimination on your job?
Yeah. My job. So, hold on. My job.
Good grief. Can he answer his own question?
Yes or no?
Listen, let me just explain. Yes, I have.
Oh, okay. Hold it right there. So what did you do? Did you quit, or what did you do about it?
It wasn't a point of me quitting. It wasn't.
I just asked you, did you quit?
Hold on. You gotta
let him finish.
It wasn't the point of me quitting because it didn't warrant that. It was like a favoritism thing, and I saw it, and that person didn't think that I saw it. And that's when I realized, let me stay away from that particular person because he's only looking out for his people. You understand? So it wasn't a thing where I'm going to jump out the window where he called me a nigga, this, that, and the third. It was just more or less like, that's his boy. He's going to take care of his boy. And he's going to let the brother go and do all the work. You know what I mean? So I didn't really, because it was first of all, it was overtime. So it didn't really make a difference to me. This is what I'm here for. But at the end of the day, that was the smallest. I could say that was the experience that I have experienced on my job.
Okay, now let me ask you another question.
This is a multi-million-dollar company.
Hold it. Let me ask you another question. Have you ever seen discrimination against another person that looked like you? Have you ever witnessed it on a job?
I can't say no. I have to be honest. I haven't.
Oh wow, you've been blessed.
Yeah, you've been blessed.
I haven't because
I don't know what planet you live on.
I just want to say, I'm going to say who I work for. I work my company. The majority of the supervisors. Now, this is not the high up. My direct supervisors, because I'm here now, and the majority of the makeup of the company is minority. You know, and so you don't really get to see. Right. So, and this is a government, so you don't really get to see it. And then our company do sensitivity training all the time. So you don't really get to see it. And everybody walks on pins and needles and things, that. So I can't say that. But in personal life, that's just something different.
Okay. Well, let me just say this.
Why people walking on pins and needles?
Thank you, Doc. That's why I was finna go with that right there.
Good question.
Right
no. So
right there.
When I say pins and needles, hold on. Let me address that. When I say pins and needles, meaning that, sexual harassment, something you don't want to have the wrong type of conversation. Say me and Martin is talking and I go, look at that fucking crack over there. And a third party hears it. They can bring me up on charges for being racist. I'm just saying. So, you have to be mindful of your conversation. So they do sensitivity training. They do re-instruction training. So that's what I was just saying. So
to your knowledge,
it's not like,
to your knowledge, have you ever known somebody in the company got fired from that? Any sensitive things?
Oh, shoot. Hell, you know what, Martin? I'm glad you jogged my memory. Thank you, Jesus. My classmate that I came in with on this job never thought the man was, he was a white man. Never thought, and I did experience with him. And he got fired for calling a passenger a bitch, you black bitch.
Okay.
And I never heard, but he did have, like me and him had words where it escalated, but he never came out of his face and called me the N-word or anything like that. But he did have that, I'm going to have to hurt this dude one day. But they fired him right before that. I'm just saying.
Now, was you a witness? Hold on, let me ask you a question. Now, was you a witness to that or you just is hearsay? Was you there when he did that?
No, he got fired for that.
Huh? No. I'm saying the action.
Was I there when he did it? No, I wasn't there when he did it.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm at. So what I'm just saying. But listen, let me just say to y'all black people out here that's doing well. Don't act like you don't see racism. Some of us don't want to see it. You see it every day. We see it on the jobs. Some of these companies that we work for They are stone racist, and you know they don't like you, and you know that. Some of you guys have never been invited to the barbecue, the baby shower, the wedding. You know that. They don't care. And I'm like this. I don't have to go to them things. Listen, when I come on a job, it's not a social gathering for me. It's for me to do a day's worth of work for pay. That's it. I don't care. I don't have to go to the bar with you after we leave. Don't invite me to the birthday party because I'm not coming. I'm not even coming to the Christmas party.
I know that's right.
That's just how I am.
I know that's
Listen,
right.
You know,
I leave
Martin,
you. Hold it, sir. Hold it. Hold it. Now, what I'm saying is, people, I'm there to do a job, and I'm gonna do it well. That's it. I'm not there to make no friends. Tell me what I need to do. If I have some questions, we're gonna talk business-related questions. You don't need to know about who I'm sleeping with, my wife, my kid. None of that matters. Only thing that matters is job-related things on this job, and that's it. That's it. And that's how I carry myself. It's nothing personal. I'll speak in the morning when I come in. How you doing? If you don't speak, acknowledge me, I won't speak to you. I just keep on going. I'll talk to you if it's coming to work-related things. You know, but you've already let me know, hey, I ain't going to speak to you. But when I have to speak to you, when it's job-related things, then that's when I'm acknowledge you. But if I don't have to say anything to you, I'm not going to say anything to you. I'm not going to go to lunch with you. None of that. Even if I need a jump, I'm not even going to ask you. I'll call AAA or somewhere, pay a towing company or something. But just how I am, brother.
I know that's right.
Listen, you ain't got but one time to show me who you are. You know, I know where I stand at in your life. You know, that's it. Now, one thing about me, if I will acknowledge if I'm wrong, and I will apologize. And I'm not the type of person that if I do something in the public, wrong somebody in the public, I'm going to apologize in the public. But we have those people that when they do wrong in the public, they go get on their knees and ask God to forgive me and think they don't have to go back to the person and rekindle. That ain't how that works. That ain't how that works. The Bible said, put your arms down there at the altar and go to your brother and talk to him. That's what we have to do. That's exactly what we have to do.
Martin, you know full well that I told you my experience of racism, and it came from who? Black people.
Sarge.
And that was the point I was going to make.
Sarge, black people are not racist. Sarge, no. Sarge, where you? I keep educating y'all. Black people are not racist, but do y'all know what racist means?
No,
we could be prejudiced. We could be biased. Come on, you can't, brother.
Martin,
no, brother. See, I can't let y'all. I'm not gonna let that fly over there. Black people are not racist. They have no power to be racist. Period.
That's right.
They have no power. You know what you call it? Hold it, people. I'm talking.
We're from New York.
Hold it. I'm talking. I'm the host. Listen.
Exactly.
People are hateful. Just call it hate. That's all. That's what it is, Sarge. It's hate.
Right.
Okay.
Say it's hate instead of racism. We hate on each other.
I can see how I'm not allowed.
I'm still talking, people. Can y'all gonna let me talk?
But they're not racist.
Yeah, they're not racist. They're not racist. White people, the only ones that can be racist. They have the power. They can stop the flow of water coming in your community. They can stop the flow of food coming in your community. They can cut off the electricity that's coming in your community. They can cut off the gas that's coming in your community. They can stop you from getting your paycheck. You know, that's power. That's racist. That's what that is. Black folks ain't got no power to do nothing. We're gonna go tab some and bust some store windows and set some buildings on fire and turn some cars over. That's nothing.
Martin, can I share something?
If I'm allowed to elaborate, I'll explain how black people can be racist.
No, they're not racist, Sarge.
It happened to me.
I don't even want to hear, Sarge. Black people can't be racist, brother. You crazy.
See, that's the problem. I want to hear what's going on.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear.
Experiences, please.
Yeah,
that's what they. That's
we got
what
a new caller.
Don't want to hear the truth.
We got a new caller.
Don't want to hear the truth. I just want to say one thing, Martin. I just want to say one thing.
We got a new caller.
It could be him.
We have a new caller.
I have a
We
new
have a new
caller.
caller.
Let's respect the new
You have a
caller.
new caller, and you don't want to hear the truth
470.
from me. So what happened to me?
Yeah,
I
470.
wanted to hear it, Sarge.
470.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Hey.
Hey, Dr. Jones, I'm the one that told you about the resumes that they that corporate jobs, Fortune 500 jobs, they don't even consider HBCU's resumes. And I think that they throw them in.
That's true.
Yes.
Can y'all let her talk? Can you let her talk?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
And you stated that you couldn't have did that.
No,
I did not own the company. I worked for them.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you work for somebody, you is under their authority because you do what they ask you to do.
That's
I
right.
didn't own the company. I wasn't going against my moral values. If they would have told me to steal or rob or kill, then I would have done what was best for Violet. But what I couldn't do is tell the president of the company, you can't tell me not to throw these resumes at the guy. It didn't matter. They wasn't going to hire them. They didn't even consider them. And if you'll notice, they do not have a fit when corporate companies don't go to HBCUs and recruit. They don't, because they feel like that they is nothing but parties. They're another level of high school. That's what they say they do. So it's nothing what I do. If you heard me say that no job control me, because when you get the knowledge up there in your head, they might can fire you, but they can't take what you got up there in your head. And when you got knowledge in your head and you got the favor of God, then you is able to call the shot. So I do understand it is a bunch of racism on the job, because they probably didn't pay me what I was worth, that they would have paid the same a white man that was doing my job. So I do know racism exists, but like you said, they got all the power. They got the money. They own the banks that we have to go to get loans to buy our houses. You know, white faces is on money. They own the businesses. And then I'm going to just be honest with you. The worst people that I ever worked for is Black people. They treat you bad when they get a position. When you look at your chat,
Mm-hmm.
you got some mean people in your chat just because somebody got a different opinion from them.
Mm-hmm.
You got Paris Cooper, High Seas 1237, Boy Toy RN. They is mean and they bully and they horrible to people in your chat. So disrespectful, and all of them Black. And they talking to Black people because we got a different opinion than they might perceive.
Mm-hmm.
White people don't do that. Stephanie Wiedemann from Dalton, that's been fired by Tiffany. You'll never hear her talk about Black people the way these Black people talk about Tiffany, and the way they get on here and talk about us if we have a different opinion. When they can have the same, they can get on this call, stop being cowards, and voice their opinion, but they set up in the chat and have something to say about everybody else's opinion when they cowards. I ain't never heard them get on here and say nothing. You got Toy RN. She's a resident of Dothan. She don't go to the meetings. She don't try to fight. She don't live in Dothan. She got a 20-year-old daughter, but yet she get in this chat, and when anybody else got a different opinion, she want to throw it out. Go to the meeting and throw it out there. Let Tiffany know how you feel in the meeting yourself. So I'm saying,
let her talk.
White people have treated me better than most Black people. They have done more for my business than most Black people. Black people gonna get on here and say, instead of encouraging you if you're doing well, they're gonna get on here like Paris Cooper and say, oh, she bragging. She bragging. No, I ain't bragging. I worked hard for everything I got. Nobody gave me nothing. So
Cha-ching.
you don't have to brag. The only people say people brag is people that don't want to work for what the other person got, and they want to step back and say, "Oh, she bragging." No, you work hard for stuff, and you can have the same thing to be able to brag too if you stop sitting back talking about somebody bragging, get out there and work and do what they got to get what they got. So, I understand what everybody on here saying, but the worst people, contractors, anybody that I have tried to help in businesses, like hire them to do work around my house and my business, the people that I got stuck with a bag with is Black people. Black people. You hire contractors, they'll come, they'll have do the job, they'll want their money right then. They don't work for referrals. They work for their money right then and do a half job. The ones that I've been dealing with, not everybody, because these mean people in this chat are getting here and say, "Oh, she's talking about everybody." No. Stop being cowards. Stop bullying people in the chat. Call in like we do and voice your opinion. And stop judging everybody else's opinion, because everybody is different. Everybody got different opinions. Everybody got different experiences. Ain't nobody right, ain't nobody wrong. So who is y'all to be in this chat talking about everybody that's got opinions? Get out the chat and get on the phone call and voice yours. And that's what I got to say.
Slow truck?
Yeah.
I did not
Oh, you mind if I chime in? I'm sorry.
Yeah, when she's done,
ahead,
when she's
go
done,
ahead.
she's done. When she's done, she let her express herself. I let her talk a little longer because she don't really call in as much. But and I understand what you said, because listen, Doc, I experienced the same thing too. Dalton politics, they be dogging me out. If I show a video about Tiffany, that means I'm endorsing her. I have said publicly that I do not support Tiffany. Yes, I know Tiffany. You cannot, since she been mayor, she cannot bring me paperwork where I text her or called her. I don't do either one of those things. Matter of fact, I seen her at the Village Hall meeting. I didn't even speak. I stayed on my side. She stayed over there. I didn't say anything. Now, I seen her once this year at Message Steakhouse, and I spoke to her then. But we have not had no conversation back and forth. And I tell people, you can't make me have a page full of hate. I don't hate on Black women. I don't hate on Black men. Now, we disagree, but I'm not going to hate on you. You have a lot of people on this live right now. They will go signify on Tiffany. They will talk about her wig, her makeup, her lashes. What does that have to do with her performance? That's something. Listen, we all are ugly to somebody. We all are unattractive to somebody. Period. And we should not, because people have different opinions of us. We got to dog them in the mud. People are mad at me because I voted for Donald Trump. I am a registered Democrat here in the state of Illinois. And I didn't have to tell people who I voted for. That's my personal business. That's my business. But I shared it with the people in the chat, and they ran away with it. Well, wait to see what happened. Listen, I voted for politicians, and they still didn't do the right thing. So politician is a politician at the end of the day. You can't force people to do what's right. I have a right to vote for whom I feel that line up with what I want for my people, or even myself, if I may use that. So there is a lot of bullying going on this page. That's why I open up the platform. If you got a difference of opinion, you're more than welcome to call in. I promise you, we'll listen to you. But what you're not going to do, you're not going to dictate on this page what we're going to talk about or what we can't talk about. That's just not going to happen, people. And I'm the host. And a lot of people say a lot of things that I disagree. You'll never know. But I want to hear from them. We all are different. All of us on this live right now, we don't know everything about every subject. Somebody can tell us something about something that we don't know. And that's period. And I'm with you,
We
Doc,
can
on that.
learn.
I'm with you on that, Doc. When you have different opinions, you don't have to shoot nobody down, call them crazy and dumb, and say all meanful, hateful things. People, we shouldn't do that to each other. Most of us on this page look like me, unless you just had
Mm-hmm.
that look like me. And see, y'all call it racism. I call it hate. That's all what it is. It's hate. That's what it is. We have a lot of hate toward one another. We can see a man and a
Mm-hmm.
woman doing well in life. We would not compliment them. She thinks she's something. Don't get mad at a person that's able to give more than you able to give. You can't get mad
Mm-hmm.
because this person got 20 homes, 20 rental properties, and you got 2. You can't be mad at that. We have so
You're
much
right.
hate
You're right.
toward one another, brother. I can't be mad at
You're right.
Sarge because Sarge making 6 figures and I'm making
Mm-hmm.
40,000. I can't get mad at him because Sarge got a big house in Atlanta. I'm living in a condo or studio. So we can't. I'm just hypothetical speaking. People using it as an example. It's not the
That's
case.
all. Hypothetical now.
It's
Hypothetical.
hypothetical.
Don't y'all take this serious.
Please don't take
No,
it
I was
serious.
taking him serious, Sarge. I was taking him serious.
No, don't take him
No,
serious.
no. Martin, that's my brother.
Listen, trust me.
You mind if I chime in?
Yeah, but we got a new caller, people. 919. Come on, new caller. 919. Let's let the new caller call it. Chairman. 919.
Hello, thank you for having me again.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, just 337.
No. Let me get 919. I'll go back to you 337. Let me get 919. Then I'll come back to you, comedian. Go ahead. Okay. Go ahead, 919.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for having me and allowing me to speak. I wanted to address the lady that was speaking about black folk that are, she's having experiences with black folk and they weren't good. They don't, she has the worst experiences with black
The
folk.
other one.
Okay. Sorry about that. He at work, y'all. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
He at work. So put your phone
Okay.
on me, my brother.
So,
Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
The issue that I have with that, I'm a 41-year-old black man out of North Carolina.
Mm.
I've experienced corporate racism. I've experienced racism based on personal transactions for things like vehicles. You hire somebody for vehicles and you find out on the back end they do you wrong. It's white folk. They have their backhanded deals and you're getting the short end of the stick. I've experienced racism and bad practices with all races of people, Indians, black folk, Asians, just anyone. You're going to have experience with bad people because people are bad people in general. I don't like to hear black people specifically sounding like older black women and men talk about how specifically black people are doing them wrong, because our people tend to have the mindset of when they deal with black people, especially black small businesses, they don't treat them in the same regard that they treat with these big box corporations that are owned by white folk. So for instance, if I go to a black owned restaurant, if things don't appear as a big box company or large corporation that are owned by white folk, we tend to hold our people to the same regard and expectations to these multi-million-dollar corporations. And we're dealing with small businesses, particularly black businesses. So the expectations are extremely high. And as soon as anything goes wrong, the backlash of that is just outrageous. And it's oftentimes too much from our people. We don't give our people a chance to be great when they're trying to build things. And that's an exception that I take with what the caller was saying. It's just something that really irks me about our people doing that to each other when we have all these things fighting against us. Like you said, Martin, we have systemic racism. We have all these corporate racism, all these economic, socio-economic racism. We have environmental racism, all these things fighting against black folk. And we know it. It's factual. It's not something to argue about. But then when we are trying to get ourselves up from our bootstraps, like all these so-called Republicans and all these white people try to use that against us, you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. When we're doing it, our own people are the main ones and are oftentimes the first ones that we interact with that are digging at us for trying. everyone is not always going to get it right. Mr. Martin, I promise you, when you first started this podcast, it wasn't all the way together. It probably wasn't as organized as it is today with your systems. It probably wasn't received well by a lot of the people in the community in general. But with your persistence and with your intelligence and your command and what you believed in, you stayed the course. But just imagine how many people got discouraged when they tried to do something that they dreamed about, and they had the audacity to have a dream for, but they were torn down by not only people that look like them, but most of the time the people in their own family, let alone just generally black folk. So I do not agree with that caller, what she said, because that's just reiterating the BS that comes out of these white folks' mouths, that they use it against us, and people like her pick it up and just regurgitate it in our same neighborhood. No different than those guns that you were speaking about, that those people regurgitate and just put in our neighborhood to use against us. I'm sorry for getting out of my pocket like that, but I had to speak about that because it doesn't get addressed in our community when folk are allowed to just say those things and not held to the T for what they just said. It is not right. It is wrong. Full stop. And that's my comment on that for now.
Okay, 337.
I agree with him 100%.
Hold it. 470 says she'd like to respond. I'm sorry, 337, you next. Go ahead, 470. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to respond, sir. I think you kind of mixed up everything I said, and I've made it clear. Before everybody goes jumping on me, I'm not saying all black people. I'm not saying all black businesses. I am a owner of 2 successful businesses. I know that in order for a black person to succeed in a business, you got to go above and beyond what they do. When they walk in my businesses, they don't know who owns the business because it's top of the line. So I don't want Paris Cooper to say I'm bragging. But in order to be successful, number one, Chick-fil-A is not outdoing Wendy's because they serve a better food, but they give great customer service.
Yes, they do.
When you go to Chick-fil-A, my pleasure. Can I help you? What can I do? You might go to another restaurant. How can I help you? They chewing, they don't want to wait on you. They act like they mad because they there. Chick-fil-A lines always, it's all about service, regardless of what color you are. If you give people good service, they're going to come back. If you cook a good meal, you're going to tell everybody about it. It's some good food over there, and they give you good service. So it ain't even about the color. So that's how you misconstrued me.
I would love to reply.
I said,
and me too. And then I'm out. Martin,
okay, when
I'm
she's
out.
done. Okay, but when she's done, I need her. Let hear out, people, because please hear out.
Service does not have a color. Giving people good service, treating people right, making people feel like they're important to you. I said my experience with some black contractors that did work for me in my building, in mine, not yours. My experience was they would come in and half do the job and leave me hanging for about 2 or 3 weeks.
She said that.
You should have got rid of it.
Right, I had to because I couldn't survive. So if some white people don't get it, it's some Mexicans too. But at that time, I was talking about black jobs. So I was experiencing that. And it's never ceased to amaze me that, I probably get beat up by this, but nobody never say anything about the Democrats holding black people back in their businesses, but they'll give illegal immigrants businesses, they'll give them homes, they'll give them cars, they'll give them food stamps.
Tell the truth
on my street,
and shame
on my
the
street
devil.
where I live during the Obama housing crash in 2009. All the black people around me lost their house, and they've been replaced with illegal immigrants. The black people don't even own house. 90% of the black people lost their homes during the Obama crash.
Oh my! But why?
He bailed out the bank.
Let her
He
finish
bailed
talking. I'm gonna
out
let you
the
tune.
bank and didn't make them accountable. He didn't make them accountable to let black people keep their homes. They got the money, but the black people still lost their house, so they got paid double. So that's all I'm saying. They don't hold all it. They said it was 13 million illegal immigrants come over here. Most of them live on my street. They got homes, and black people it's been being put out of their apartment. They can't even get rent because they got them labeled. They black. They got their house foreclosed in 2009. Don't give them no good credit. They got bad credit. This gonna stop them from getting the house. So I'm not saying everybody before everybody jump on me because I got several homes. And Paris Cooper, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying it don't apply to all black people. But the majority, when you see illegal immigrants in the line with crab legs and shrimp, and they can get food stamps and Medicaid, and black people been paying into the system all their life, and then in order to get Medicaid and food stamps, you can't have no man, no job, no car, no house, no money. But these illegal immigrants, they got a car outside. They in line with the food stamp card with their man. They got a house. And then they can stay over here free, tax free. The man next door to me bought his house cash. I said, how was you able to afford your house cash, illegal immigrant? He said, because we don't have to pay taxes. So I'm just
they gotta pay taxes. They
pay taxes on all the goods that they use and buy every day. So that's false on itself. With the property, maybe not.
Hold it.
Every illegal immigrant. I told you the one that stayed next door to me. I don't know every illegal immigrant. I can only go by what the one said that lives next door to me.
Can I be next, please? I'm ready to get off.
Yeah, you got to listen, but
okay, go ahead and
hold on, Doc. Come on, now we can't be rude. We got to respect each other. You know, some people can't express themselves in 1 or 2 minutes. Hear her out. That's how she expresses herself. I'm familiar with the way she talk, so that's why I'm letting her go the way she go. So you know, y'all hum and all that. That's not right, y'all. Don't do that. We listen. We all are professionals on here. We all are grown. Let's not do to each other that we was talking about hate tonight, and guess what? She's experiencing it right now because she have a different opinion, or we misunderstood that she's saying, and y'all just cutting off. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Some people are not feisty. Some people are not going to talk over other people when they talk. They're not going to do that. They're going to speak their mind, and when they're done, they're going to stop and let you do what you have to do. But okay, go ahead, Dr. Davis. Then I'm going to let my brother go 919. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Dr. Davis.
Well, I get her opinion. I get that. But also I want her to understand that a lot of places in Chicago, for example, Walgreens, a lot of them were owned by Black Americans, which are closing all of a sudden. We have 5 Walgreens, particularly one on 71st and Jeffrey. Someone asleep on your panel, snoring. They are closing in February. Guess what? They're all owned by Black people. So please don't get on here saying that Black people is the one specifically on 71st and Jeffrey will be closed in February. The one on 79th and Jeffrey is closed now. Guess who bought it? White folks. I mean, I'm not going to say that every Black person is a wonderful person on this earth. They are not. You know, you have your scam artists. You have people that's going to work, they want something for nothing. You have those people. If they can scam you, they will. It's up to you to pick out, like, something wrong with this person or this company. I need to get rid of them. Whether they Black or white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. You have to get rid of them. But I'm going to stick by my Black people. This is what I wanted to say. And also those who were losing their mortgages, they did not understand. They did not understand what adjustable mortgage is. And that's what happened. Their mortgage went up to $900 and it went to $4,000 a month. And that's how they lost their home. That's how they lost their home. So before we go judging people, because I'm very humble, very, very humble and thankful, and I have gratitude, and I help people as much as I can. But if people do not have the education and understand and do reading, read, that is, so I tell my instructors, because I am a dean, I tell my instructors, my professors, I tell my students all the time, in order for you to learn something, you have to read. And if they do not read, my mother was in the same situation. She messed around and signed refinance into adjustable mortgage. And I like to have a heart attack. Matter of fact, so you all don't even know me, I did have open heart surgery, but I did not have a heart attack. And I literally had to go in and refinance her again to get her out of her adjustable mortgage. So these white folks, and some black people now, because I'm not saying they all the best, because people are evil, as Martin say, they have hatred in them. I'm saying this, they have evil inside of them, okay, to bring others down. They are haters, that they are, it's like they bound to ruin somebody else's life. And that is so unfortunate. And I am so sorry, Doctor. I think your name was Dr. Jones. I'm so sorry you experienced what you have. I have experienced a lot with black folks, but I would never, I would die, and I mean it, give up on my people. I would never do that. Because it's good in a lot of folks out here. Okay? It's a lot of good in us. It's a lot of good in us. And we can stick together. We can be together and educate one another, and I think that we can strive and move forward. But so you know that the 5 Walgreens that give good customer service are closing in February in Chicago, darling. And the one on 71st and Jeffrey, close it. That's owned by a black woman. The one on 79th and Jeffrey, she said she had to close. You know why? Because the franchise kicked her out. Isn't that something? Wow. So don't think that black people don't own some uppity, I call it uppity, I'm being funny now, company. Okay, one more thing before I go. One more thing. Who owned Culver's on 111 in the Bishop Ford? In the Bishop Ford? That's a black man. And they give very good customer service in there. Who owned that Planet Fitness on 111 in Bishop Ford? A black man. I'm going to stand by my black people, even if it takes to my last breath. And you have a good night. And everyone on this channel have a good night. Stand by your black people, because you don't know who owns what. They buy into this franchise, and the franchise tries to get rid of us. That's why we need to stand together as a people. And I love being black, and I'm going to shame the devil.
I'm shaming them with you. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you so much.
919-337. 919-337. You had the last word, 337. No word, comedian. I ain't forgot about you. But go ahead. Go ahead, 919, real quick. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm with you. And I do want to apologize to, I don't want to, so to say, apologize, but I want to make it clear. It sounds like the young lady, I say young lady because I forgot her name, but it sounds like an elder that I was speaking to, and I don't want to come off as disrespectful with my passion. So I want her to feel like I was attacking her personally and her experiences. All I was attacking was what she presented to us as her opinion about her black folk and doing business with black folk. She was saying, and I heard her say specifically, that her worst experiences were with black businesses and contractors, like she stated. And the issue, again, that I have with that, as I probably didn't clarify more, just give a little clarity on that, is that I hope some people hear me and understand what I'm saying and have experience. And I know you have experience yourself. Black folk tend to have a higher expectation of other black small businesses when they're doing businesses with them. So for instance, the contractors that she's talking about, not saying specifically, that's your experience and that's what you do to these people. But when you have a small business, and I have a small business, I have multiple small businesses, my wife has small businesses, when we do work with other small people, black people, they come and they have expectations for discounts, more work for less pay. They have expectations for just things that you would absolutely not ask a white contractor, because you wouldn't dare disrespect their business that way, or even have that false expectation that, oh, okay, this is a black business. I'm gonna see if I can't get them to just do this little extra work just off the GP because I'm black or whatever. And if you've experienced, if she hasn't done that, then that's not your situation. But I'm speaking on what I've heard and what I've seen and what I've experienced as a small black entrepreneur myself, small black business and entrepreneur myself. That's what I mean when I say that I don't agree with what you said, because oftentimes small businesses that you're speaking about, that you're saying that you received this bad service for, a lot of black people have false expectations on what they're going to do, or exorbitant expectations on what that service that they're going to get from a small black business, and won't have the exact same expectations from another business that's owned by, so say, a white person or Asian person or even a Hispanic person. So that's what I meant about that. And I heard that same caller bring up immigrants and how they're getting taxed free on everything. They don't pay taxes. That's a wide general statement. Be direct. Like you said, he didn't pay taxes on that house, but he definitely paying taxes when he go to the restaurant. He's definitely paying taxes when he goes to the corner store. He's contributing taxes through his purchases with the money, maybe not that particular piece of property that he purchased, but everything he spent outside of that home, every water bill that he pay, every power bill that they pay, everything that they pay in that society, in that community is going to be taxed. So he contributes to the tax income for that community. And you spoke about the Republic, Democrats are bringing in immigrants and they're getting everything for free. Well, I don't often hear people talk about how Republicans for years have been literally shipping Hispanic folk and other immigrants through buses through Mexico to the United States to work these fields. And then when it doesn't look good on them politically, they form ICE and send these ICE workers into the same field in the same communities that they brought these people into to work they fields for little to nothing, paying them little to nothing. So don't speak monolithically about one issue when, like Martin spoke on, it happens on both sides. It's all politics. It's all politicians. So they're going to use people that are ignorant of both sides to their advantage. But when you're intelligent, like the last caller said, and you read and you study, when you study both sides, you won't have this one-sided mindset on things. Exactly like Martin said, you won't have a one-sided mindset. When you vote, you'll vote for who you want to. That's going to give you what you need for that time of your life at that moment. You might not agree with everybody. Say, like Martin said, he's a Trump. So he voted for Trump. He's a registered Democrat. Well, he found something in Trump that he thought was going to benefit him for what he has going on right now. That's his right. No different than your right to vote Democratic. But don't sit here and talk about what the Democrats are doing with immigrants and it's this thing, because that's the popular talking point right now. Talk about everything. That's the history. Bring it all to full circle into the conversation and not just a one-sided viewpoint. And thank you again for allowing me to speak.
Okay, 337.
I appreciate your insight, my brother. I sat here and listened, and I learned a lot just by listening.
Okay, 337, then I'll let you go down 17. 337. Go ahead. 337.
Okay, I just want to share something that Martin and Sarge was talking about regarding prejudice and racism. Now, I'm going to premise this by saying this. I'm not trying to promote me or my career, or because my career is fine and I'm not hard for booking. But when I was on BET and I put it on YouTube for that particular video for my children and my nieces and nephews to understand about prejudice. I'm light-skinned. So Cedric the Entertainer introduced me. Now there's a teleprompter that he looks at. A lot of folks understand how television works. There's a teleprompter and my agent put in my introduction. Cedric didn't use that introduction. He introduced me as a light-skinned black from Creole from Louisiana. So I improv and won the whole competition. Now, if you look at it, my name is Tony Royster, comedian. You'll see it on YouTube. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm 3 months from 70 years old. I've experienced prejudice and mostly from my own people almost every week. Like I said, I'm not hurting for booking, but when Cedric did that, it almost became one of those Will Smith, Chris Rock things. But because of how I was raised and I was reared and I learned this in the military about discipline, just tell them with kindness and do your thing. And I did my thing, and I actually won. And I asked Cedric, even James Avery from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he was one of the judges in Garrett Morris. They asked me, "Hey Tony, I'm glad you handled that very well," because they didn't like how Cedric did that, because we experiences, we meaning us light skinned, we experiences this every day. Being from Louisiana, we got a lot of mixed Creoles and a lot of folks. And lastly, one experience I had as a comic, I'm on the road in Arkansas and I'm the headliner, but my name is Royster. It's not a common a name like a Johnson or Jefferson or whatever. And so the line was long. I'm the headliner. So I go there to get my key to the hotel, and then I go to get my deposit, not my deposit, my final money before I go on stage. So, and then I go get dressed. The show starts at 8:00. At the end of the line, there's this white guy and his wife saying, "Oh, hey, boy, I don't think you're going to be able to afford these comedians perform." And I'm like, "Okay, no problem." So I told the club owner and the manager and the other comedians, don't say anything to him. So when I happened to be introduced to do my show as a headliner, 45 minutes of comedy, sitting up front is the same white guy who looks at me in shock, red face. And I look at him, I say, "Boy, how does it feel to pay $25 to see me perform?" So those are moments that I remember, and we got to look within ourselves. And lastly, when folks talking about the government and us elderly folks and how we are treated, the average age of a black man is 67 years old. I'm into end of life situations that we want them. We need to get all of our damn Social Security as opposed to at monthly payments, because most of the people go in get their Social Security after 65 or 70 years old. You know, some of them pass on or in nursing homes or wherever and can't enjoy their lives. So we got to really think about this when we start talking about how we're going to take care of our people. And again, Martin, is a great show, and it was never for me to be intended to offend anybody. Satire and comedy is medicine, and that's what I'm all about. So again, you guys are very, very knowledgeable on things, and I've learned even at my age, 3 months from 70 years old, I'm learning from you youngsters. So keep the faith and keep on doing what you're doing, and I land my plane there.
Okay, 917.
Blessings. I appreciate it.
Thank you. 917. Go ahead, 917.
Martin, it's hard to follow that. It's just, I sat back and I listened to the whole show, and it's hard to follow, especially I'm probably the youngest one on here. But at the end of the day, it's a pleasure to hear my elders talk and learn. That's the thing I think I gathered from this, and even from you as well, just dealing with emotions and dealing with how to deal with situations accordingly. I'm 50 years old, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here. And I'm blessed to even be on the phone with the ladies and the gentlemen that's here. So that's all I have to say. But I am still standing on my principles with certain things and my morals with certain things. I can't change up. And that's it. So Martin, I appreciate you for having me as a panelist today, this evening. And I thank you and everyone else. Everybody have a great evening. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Martin, I just want to say one last
Go ahead.
thing.
I'm going to let you close out with you. I'm going to close out with you. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say to Dr. Davis and the young guy, I think that's why I don't call on here, because people misconstrue your thoughts, your opinions, and they gather what they want to hear out of it. Now, Dr. Davis, I would never give up on black people. If you ever heard me talk, I got bashed about how I said I would stick by a black man forever. This one person, I have made it, and everybody bashed me and said I was bragging because I said I didn't buy a Bentley. I didn't buy a Bentley. ride around in. I bought a Bentley to reach black boys. I knew that would get their attention if I went in their neighborhood and I was an older lady, they would come up to the Bentley and I would be able to get their attention. And when I get their attention, I'm able to drop gems and say that, you know, a lot of doors don't be closed to you because of the color of your skin. But if you always do the right thing, right gonna always stay. You never have to explain right. And when I do that, I give them $100 because they're gonna always remember what the old lady said in the Bentley that gave them $100. Do the right thing. So I give back to my black community. I don't wait on the government to help my black people. I go to senior citizen home with my own money and feed seniors that don't have families, that do what Tiffany Henry do. I do out my own money. I go to the grocery store and see seniors struggling to pay their groceries, and I pay for seniors 5 of them a week. For going back to school and for Christmas, I go and get women out of jail with nonviolent crime with my own money to be at home with their children. I would never give up on black people. And I support all black businesses.
Amen.
Because I want to see them succeed, because they already one step behind because of the color of their skin, and they didn't ask to be born that color.
We're not one step behind. We're not one step behind. Like I told you, the guys that own Culver's on 111, he's black, and it's so successful.
Right. It's a lot of successful black business. Shaquille O'Neal on J.C. Penney is doing very well. A whole lot of black businesses. I didn't say that to say they not. I'm black. I got 3 successful black businesses. So I didn't say everybody was doing the same thing. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't call, because people misconstrue what I said, and they don't look for the good in it. They look for what they think I'm saying negative, when I'm only trying to encourage somebody out there that might be struggling with a business, to tell them, you can make it. Don't give up. Don't quit. Your day gonna come. It might be winter for you today, but summer gonna always come. You can't just quit just because things go. I would have been quit.
But no, that's not how you came across.
No, Dr. Davis.
Let me finish.
You cut off.
My boss just called me.
Okay.
My boss just called me. Let me just reiterate what she said, because your cousin, I was watching what he was saying. But what he was typing out. And he's right. You came on, you bashed black people. You said that, black businesses, I had this experience, and we all have. I'm not doubting that. I have too. I'm just not giving up on it. Now, let me just tell you this experience. It's going to take me 2.2 seconds. Martin Johnson has such a powerful platform. I have a lot of people on my Facebook that I'm a dean, first of all, and I'm not going to tell the university I work for. I work for 3 universities. He was on here listening to everything I just said. I've been on the phone with my dean, my international dean, for the last 10 minutes. For the last 10 minutes, he was like, I respect your opinion. I know he's a Mormon. He's still listening. But I know the president of the Mormon Latter-day Church, whatever they want to call themselves. That's who's saving me. My point is that I'm not going to throw my black people under the bus. I do know that some out here are scam artists. That's all I'm saying, and I'm not going to give up on them. But my dean, after having this conversation on Mr. Johnson's show, like, oh boy, Mr. Johnson, you too popular. He all the way in Indiana, and another dean is in Idaho. They're listening right now as I'm speaking. That they're listening to me, and I'm willing to get fired because I'm going to stand by my black people, whether they like it or not. Period. And I'm not saying that's not what you're willing to do, but I'm telling you what I'm willing to do.
And I am too. I'm willing to die for mine. And I've said that over and over. And with Martin Luther King, I don't study, read, I know all the history to the point that Martin thought that I was back there in civil rights age in that dilemma. But no, because I love my people and I fight for them. And and I ignore stupid people like Paris Cooper. It's just crazy she get in this chat. That's why Trina Downs got on because she got a baby by Tiffany Henry's boyfriend, and then she want to get on here and talk about people. Get your own business straight.
That's
Night,
just all
I'm off
saying.
because that's why I don't even come on here because people don't allow you to have your own opinion, your own thoughts, your own experiences. They chop it down like you're talking about everybody. So in order to keep my peace, which is the most important thing, and I don't get misconstrued, I just don't get on talk shows. I just do what I'm going to do, and let God bless me. That's why I am blessed. That's why I am a self-made millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I'm so special, Paris. It's because I love people, and because I love people, God blesses me. Nobody never gave me a dime. I worked hard for it, but God gave me the favor to get it because I treat people and talk to people the way I would like them to talk to me. And that's the only 2 commandments in the Bible. If you do them 2, love God with all your heart and love your neighbor as yourself, God ain't got to worry about you doing the rest of the 66 books in the Bible. Those 2 gonna land everything else. If you doing that, you ain't stealing, you ain't talking to your neighbor, you ain't being mean to people, talking bad to them in chat, because you don't want nobody to do it to you. Because everybody got feelings and everybody got emotions and everybody got opinions and everybody got different experiences. So it's nobody right, nobody wrong. Everybody on here expressing their experiences, their opinions, their thoughts on things. Nobody's right and everybody's not wrong. Everybody is still learning. And everybody might not be able to convey their thoughts the way everybody thinks they should. And they might misunderstand them. But does that give them the right to just go off on them and just make them feel bad and, make them feel worse than they did before they call in? No, nobody have that right to do that. And if you don't want it done to you, then you don't do it to anybody else. And that's why I'm a millionaire, funded by God. It's because, you know what, I see people on the street and I'm looking at them like, you know what, that could be me. It's just by the grace of God that I'm able to see out my eyeballs and hear out my ears and smell out my nose and taste with my tongue and be able to feel and walk. And it's not no goodness of my own. I see blind people every day, and they ain't bashing people like people on this line that can see. They ain't bashing people. I met this deaf seniors. The mom and the dad was deaf and dumb. They raised 4 daughters with master's degrees. Can you imagine? That's a miracle. These 4 daughters ain't never heard a sound out their mama's mouth or their daddy's mouth, but they got 4 masters. The daughters got master's degrees. And some of us take so much for granted. Like when we open our eyes, we don't see out of them. When we open the ears, so we take all that for granted and take them eyeballs, take them ears, and take our mouth and bash people with that. And them same people that can't do that wish they could be able to hear what I'm saying. So, that's why I'm just too thankful to God to even say, you know what, God, that's still your child. And that's their opinion. So, I just don't have time because life is too short, number one. Number 2, I don't even know Paris Cooper and all these other people that's talking about me to even care what they say. Because when my bills due every first of the month, I can't call Paris Cooper. Well, why I'm worried about what they say?
That's true. And can I land a
my
plane
thing
for you?
is, and I'm going to hang up, and I haven't had, I'm gonna tell whoever said I had bad experience. I had a good life. I was one of the first blacks to go to Georgia Tech, free of charge. Graduated magna cum laude, got recruited, worked for IBM, and then they get mad when I tell them I could go to Donald Trump anytime. I could have went to the inauguration. The weather was bad. I said I'm not going to go out there in my high heel shoes and be cold and walk. But it wasn't no goodness of my own. I give God all the credit. It's because of the favor of God. Nothing I did so spectacular. I was born to two parents that raised us on a farm. And I got just enough to realize that I got 8 brothers and 1 other sister, and I'm the one that made it. And it wasn't because of me. It was because of the grace of God. So I'm going to say that, and I'm going to hang up, and I'm not going to be calling on here because the most important thing I got in my life is peace. And if I laid down and died tonight because I was mad about what somebody said, then I would have died with no peace. If
Can I say something, Miss Perry?
Was she done? Was she done? Was she done? Let her talk.
Yeah, my peace is priceless. Everybody's peace should be priceless. Because you can't buy peace with no amount of money. Nobody should allow nobody in their life to have that much space to take their peace. Care if it's a man, woman, boy, girl, client, or anybody. Your peace is the most important thing you got. Because when you leave here, you can't even get that back. So you can go ahead and say it, and I'm going to hang up, and I'll listen to you online because I don't want to have my peace disturbed, so I won't be able to sleep at night. I don't
understand.
I carry people. I carry people worries, so I keep hearing them over and over what they said and what they saw about me. So it takes my peace because I'm saying, God, you know what? I only had an opinion. I only shared my experience to help somebody else that might be going through the same thing, and I got bullied, I got batted down. So I'm on my knees praying, telling God, why is people so mean? When only thing you required was love. Only thing God requires of us. He don't require us to go to church every day. He don't require us to go in and out, doing all this. Don't wear makeup, don't wear jewelry. Only thing God says, love God with all your heart and love your neighbor as yourself. Only thing he requires. And we had the hardest time doing that. Just being nice. It costs zero to be nice and to say kind words to people. So you can go ahead and say it. I'm going to hang up. I'll listen to you online.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Doc.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. J. I'm going to say my final say, and I'm done with it, that people have their opinion, just like he had hers, like I have mine, Sarge have his, Marcus, everyone, even Mr. Johnson have their opinion. Please do not allow that to discourage you to call in. Because they, on the panel, even on the phone, even in the messages, so many people have threw me under the bus. So, oh, she don't have a PhD. No, you're right, I have 2 PhDs. She don't have this. You're right, I have 5 master's degrees. Oh, she doesn't have this. You're right, I'm a pilot. I'm an airline pilot. All that means nothing. That's wallpaper. So please don't allow them to keep you from calling in. We love your opinions. It would be nice to hear your opinion. People are not going to always agree with us. No one, most of the time, don't agree with me. I did not expect my boss to be on tonight. I have 3 bosses on tonight, but they don't agree with me always, and I get it, and I still come on, and I do not allow human beings to keep me from coming on and supporting Martin Johnson. So I'm going to always continue to support him and everything to be okay. And we appreciate, and I'm talking for myself, I'm not throwing out money and all that, millionaires. I'm not doing any of that, no one business. But we do appreciate your opinion. And please don't allow this woman, what was her name? Was it April? What was her name?
Paris Cooper. Paris Cooper.
Paris. Please don't allow her to change your opinion or keep you from coming on Mr. Johnson's show. I done had over maybe 15, maybe 20, maybe 100 people that has said so much negative things about me. They don't know you. They don't know me. And I'm not saying this now. I'm not saying you're bragging. I don't never let my left hand know what my right hand is. Okay, so don't allow them to keep you from calling in on his show. We love your opinion. We appreciate it. And just to end it, and I'm gonna land my plane, that I'm gonna change the subject real quick. Snoop Dogg and all of them. Good luck at the inauguration tomorrow. Good luck, and have fun. Enjoy yourselves. If they're listening in too, because you never know who is listening. My boss is messaging me. You never know who is listening in. Good luck. Have fun. Martin, I didn't know you were so popular. Leave me alone. I'm going to call you afterwards. And I wish everyone to have a good night. Stay warm because it is really cold out. And thank you so much for the show that you provided. And we do need to get you on TV. You really do. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
919 definitely want to send love.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you guys for all y'all support. 470, she supports me. Dr. Sanders support me, and even those that be coming on here bullying, they support me by coming on the channel. So people, we have to, yeah, we have to love. You know, we have to love one another, and I,
Absolutely.
yeah, everybody's entitled to their opinion and their own experience. Man, trust me. One thing we cannot take away people experiences when they have with other people. We cannot take that away,
Absolutely.
people. We cannot do that because the world call it tell your truth. And when people tell their truth, that's their truth. That's the way they see things. Sometimes, and see, one thing about me, I bring people that looks like me all together in one room. Democrat, Republican, rich,
Amen.
poor, or
Amen.
whatever, uneducated, working class, not working class, public aid. I bring us all in one room. One room. We all got one thing in common. Like the comedians say, he a light bright brother, but he one of us.
Me too.
Yeah, you light bright too. You one of us. So hey, but still, at the end of the day, listen, people, this is a safe space for all of us. And we don't need to be bullying on each
Absolutely.
other and all that. This is the only
Right.
space on the internet that I know of that you can call in and have different opinions and you're not gonna get hung up on. Now, I don't have a lot of control of what people put in the message, in the message chat. But when you on this panel here, you're gonna respect the guests. I demand that. I demand that
Amen.
Absolutely.
because it take courage to come on the panel and talk and tell your truth. And I know a lot of time I try to let you guys talk long as because everybody can express themselves in 1 or 2 minutes. Radio station give you 30 seconds and you hang up. Boom. Okay, thank you. Have a nigga. Go now call. But that's why I have a panel so we can come and express themselves. I'm concerned about our people, rich or poor. I got a couple of rich friends and I love them to death. And now one could ever tell you that I ask them for anything. And they're my personal friends.
That's true.
Personal friends.
That's
I don't
true.
beg.
That's
I don't beg. And I thank God for everything that you guys do for me, whether it be financial, whether it be just sharing the video, whether it's like or subscribing to my page, calling in, writing in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. It makes a difference, people. It helps. Because the brother 919, I don't know you, bro, but you read me like a book today, boy.
I'm here.
Yeah, you read me like a book today. You said, Bard, it did start off rocky, this little business, man. It was rough, man. Because people like, man, Martin, go continue to chase crime. Why are you talking about this? Why are you talking about that? I hung on in there with 10 people on there, 11 people on here, 50 people on there, 30 people. Hey, listen, I was talking like it was 1,000 people on. I didn't care. And I stood the course. And I haven't even arrived yet, but I'm getting structure. I'm getting more structure. I'm getting better and better and better. I remember when I got this equipment and I didn't know how to work none of it, people. But I learned. I learned the board, the camera, even some things, some features on the computer, the microphones, the light. I had to learn, people. I had to learn because when I used to have people call in, it'd be static and all that. Then one day I picked up, you know what? Tell people to turn down their audio so you won't get a feedback. tell them to take you off the speakerphone, the Bluetooth, and it worked. I was like, oh, this is it. But it was through trial and error, people, through trial and error. And those of you know, I'm very patient. I love to listen to people. I try not to cut people off. Sometimes we got to get back to the subject, but I let us sometimes deviate from the subject, and it's okay because we all have a lot on our mind. We all have our own personal problems. Some may not be financial. It may be love and romance. It may be looking for a job. It may be you got to move. You may be behind some bills, or it just don't know what people are going through. Nobody know our story, and none of us on this live right now, even on the panel, probably look like what we've been through. None of us.
Right.
And let me just say this: God loves a cheerful giver. That sister, she give. Not only her, as other people on here give. Dr. Davis, she give. Listen, I appreciate all of y'all. Blessing. If it's $2, $3, $1, whatever it is, it's a blessing. And one thing I learned about giving, when I didn't have to ask you for it, and you give it on your own will, that means you really, really wanted me to have it. That's a blessing. And that's how I receive a blessing. Have you ever asked somebody to do something and they really didn't want to do it? But they did it, but they gave you that reaction, that vibration that they really didn't want to do it. But I thank God when people freely give, freely share, freely support the live. Thank y'all so much. Because we're growing, people. We're growing. And I promise you, I don't care how high I get in life, I never forget where I come from. Never forget where I come from. I'm always love on people because I am a lover, and that's what I tell people. When we come over here talk about Tiffany, regardless of who she's sleeping with, how she look, leave that alone. And it might be true what you're saying. Leave that alone. Let's focus on the policies and the inconsistencies of the lies, and I'm cool with that. And people get mad at me. I shared a video the other day that I did back in 2019, September 2019. Oh, that's a great campaign strategy. I said, I'm not supporting either candidate. Clean House 25 or Tiffany. I don't have a dog fight in it. I'm following the story just like a lot of you guys are following. I can't be neutral. I got to pick a side. You can't make me pick no side. I'm the host. And that's what people will do. They'll try to control this platform. You're not going to control this platform. I don't care how much money you give me, what you bless me, you're just not going to happen. Listen, we all going to enjoy it together. We're going to learn from one another. And it's good. A lot of you guys I've never seen in person. Some of I've seen pictures of you. You look beautiful. Man, God bless all of us, people. Enjoy yourself. We're going to enjoy Martin Luther King holiday tomorrow. And we just going to reflect about the things that he done for our community. And I didn't agree with everything Martin Luther King did and said, but I'm enjoying the fruits of his labor and the civil rights movement.
Amen.
So I'm not going to forget that.
Amen.
I ain't going to throw that out the window. I ain't going to talk against that because a lot of things, that sister probably couldn't be a self-made millionaire if it wasn't for Martin Luther King. Probably couldn't.
Amen.
I'm telling you, paid the way. She said she went to a great college, because they didn't want us in these, doctor, you're an educator. They didn't want us in these prestigious colleges. They didn't want us in these places.
And sad to say that, they still don't.
Still don't.
What they're doing, just 2 seconds. I'm gonna make it real quick. What they're doing is trying to alter people's dissertations to keep them from getting their doctorate. Huh. Mm-hmm. That's the new game now that they playing.
Man, it's crazy. It's still going on like that.
Yeah, it's still going on. Why anybody over here talking about black racism? No. These are white folks that doing it. They are altering people's dissertation, and if they like your dissertation, they're taking it and they selling it. And I've seen it over 100 times, and I've been fighting, and I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired, y'all. I am so tired. That's what they do.
Please don't lose your job over being tired.
I'm not gonna lose my job. Trust me. I have the right connections. Trust me, I'm not. But it's tiresome. So, Martin, you are right. Go ahead, continue. I'm gonna shut up.
You already know what it is.
Well, Mr.
Live.
Okay.
You want to say something? Go ahead, 919. Real quick.
Tell
I'm
the
closing
truth.
now.
I'm
And
sorry.
shame.
I'm shutting down.
I know
Go ahead.
you really.
I love.
Okay, I'm sorry.
it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You pointed out that I gave you some I read you. Well, like I said, I'm a 41-year-old black man. I was raised by my grandfather and my great uncles and great aunties. And the energy that I was introduced to you through your platform online, probably about a month and a half ago, it reminded me of what I was raised and who I was raised by within those elders in my family. So I will always recognize and respect that energy. I was raised to be respectful. I was raised to be intelligent. I was raised to be forthright. I was raised to love, but I was also raised to not take no BS from nobody, regardless of blood, skin type, skin color, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, none of that. So the caller, just because I responded to the comments that she made and the energy that she had behind it, I don't want her to misinterpret that as an attack. It's literally a conversation and my response to what I was given. And I want to do it and always would want to do it with all due respect, not only just for her, because she's an elder and she's a successful elder, but mainly because I came to this platform because of you, Mr. Johnson. I never disrespect you to start off, just at the ending. So, but I was also raised that a hit dog will holler. So if something I said resonated that much with her, then it probably hit a chord with her, not to tear her down, but even in her right experienced age, I don't want to say old age, but right experienced age, she can still hear from somebody that is learning from her. You should never not have the capacity to hear and not feel bullied by somebody and people that are addressing you. Now, I try to be as cordial and respectful as I can and straightforward as I can. I can't respond and make amends for other people's reactions and how they want to respond to her. But speaking to me, because I was the one that gave that energy in response to the energy that I felt she gave out when she was speaking about small black businesses, I feel so vehemently about having our community rise and be successful and being competitors in this world, not just the United States, but in the world. So when I hear stuff like that, you have to explain that to me. You have to not just be so general about your statement. You have to explain that to your people, especially somebody that is looking up to you and looking up to your success, because that alone can be a bully statement and can be misunderstood by somebody that's trying to raise up to maybe the potential and the level that she is. So I would love for her, and I hope she's still listening. I love you. I would never disrespect you. I would never want you to be a part of you not wanting to come back on the platform, even getting off the platform before you wanted to. That would not be my reason to come on here again. I wouldn't disrespect you, Mr. Johnson, to lead to her disrespect. But this platform seems so pure. I had to call in and I had to respond to that, man. And I hope I didn't disturb or shake the cradle or moving the thing in the wrong way.
Yeah, but let me just say this, a word for wisdom. The Bible said he called a young man for war and the older man for counsel. And let me just say this to brother to you. A lot of times when you speak, you got to use wisdom when you speak. Sometimes when something is said, you don't have to give a reaction to everything, even though sometimes I get offended, but I have to hold my peace, because one thing I do, and you can see it on here, I handle my emotions very well. I always do that. I've learned in life, you have to control it. Let me calm down. before I answer. Let me take a deep breath for things like that. Let me hear this person out. Let me be patient. Let me be calm. I'm gonna tell you what old preacher said one time, and I never forget. This probably was back in the '90s. I can't remember, but he said that you could be headed in the right direction, but in the wrong and going the wrong way. And what he meant by that, your car can be facing southbound in the street, but you could still be going backwards. It's facing the right way, but you're going backwards. So, in other words, sometimes our speech got to be seasoned with grace. Sometimes you got to know how to get your message out. It's like a person that they have a lot of truth, but their delivery is painful. It's painful. I'm not saying sugarcoat the truth, but it's painful. They yelling, they screaming, they hollering, they cussing, they spitting, and it turns you off. You put your hand to your ear like, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't care if he's telling the truth. I don't want to hear nothing he says. And we have to be careful. And that's why when I'm dealing with men and women, I'm careful what I say and what I do. Because sometimes you only get one time to make an impression on a person. Some people not going to give you two times. So I have to be real careful. And I realize that I'm dealing with souls of men, Just like I can get on here and say something right, I can say something wrong and cause somebody to lose their soul. And I don't ever want to do that. I want to be able to tell you something right to lead you right on to everlasting life. I don't ever want to say nothing wrong to lead somebody into a pit of hell or to inner darkness or misleading somebody. Because information is powerful, brother. The Bible said the power of life and death is in the tongue. You can speak life and you can speak death in tongue, with your tongue, your language. So I try and I practice, brother, so hard. I'm hard on myself. And I get angry. I get mad. My pressure get up. But I said, Lord, calm me down, because I don't want to say nothing that that I will regret later. Later. A lot of times our mouths have cost us a blessing. Flip Wilson said it like this. He said, loose lips sink ships. And sometimes, when you disagree with the people, you said, all due respect. I have a different opinion, but this is just the way I see things. Like the racism today. I broke it down, said, black people can't be racist. It's hate. That's what it is. It's all hate. We're jealous of one another. Not all of us. Not all of us. Because you have some of us, we want you to do better, but we don't want you to do better than us. A lot of times I tell people I am a congratulator. I'm not a hater. And when I feel myself trying to be jealous or envious somebody, I start praying. I said, Lord, I can't have that in my heart, because I'm expected to do big things, but I don't want small things to hold me back. So I'm telling you, people, let us be cautious with our words. Let it be seasoned with grace. And we get upset. We get emotional. I do too, people. And I just try to control myself, control my thoughts, and be patient with people. A lot of people on other platforms, they say, but Martin, I don't know how you do it. I say, I just love my people. That's all. And the Bible said love is not puffed up. It's suffered long. It's long suffering. And when somebody loves you, they'll tarry a little while longer for you. They won't give up on you too quick and too fast. And I know when you holding a panel, everybody can't express themselves in 1 or 2 minutes. I know I sound like a repeating record. Some people got to go 2 or 3, 4, 5 minutes so they can get it out. I had one brother on here. He had a speech impediment. And when it was over, the brother called me. He said, Martin, you were so patient with that man. I said, brother, I just wanted to hear the man. I wanted to hear what he said. And I knew he had a speech problem. But I said, brother, take your time. And I listened to the brother. And he got it out. I didn't rush him. So I'm learning, people. I'm learning how to deal with people. Y'all learning me. I'm learning you. A lot of you guys come to the channel, not to hear nobody else. You come to the channel to hear me. I'm the content of the channel, but I share it with others. I'm not selfish. Now, trust me, I could talk 2 hours straight. I really can. I could talk for hours with no problem. But it's not about me on this platform. It's about us bringing solutions, loving on each other, sharing ideas and things that and a lot of us in different walks of life. And listen, I'm proud of everybody. I'm proud of all the panel. I'm proud of you guys. You know, we did this tonight because we could have been cussing each other out, but we didn't do that. We didn't take that route. Now, some of us are Democrats and some of us are Republicans. You know, but we here under one umbrella and we're talking with each other. We're getting along, and that's fine. You're gonna have those that they just not gonna like you because they just don't like you. They do me the same way, people. I have so many people hating on me. It's not because I slept with their woman or flirted with their woman. It's not because I owe them anything. They just don't like me. And what could I do about it? I'm not gonna lose no sleep. The preacher said, "It's not what you think of me that matter. All what matters is what I think of you." And that's the motto that I live by. I live by. I live by that. And I appreciate every last one of you guys for tuning in again. Thank you so much. And I got to get off here tomorrow. I got a long day of a lot of interviews for MLK today. I'm going to a basketball game. Team bar, they're gonna have a lot of games, and I'm gonna interview some of the teenagers. That's my way of giving back. That's my way of giving back. You'll see some of the interviews, probably not live, but I pre-record them and put them up. Some on YouTube, some on Facebook. But y'all already know what it is. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and what? And shame the devil. I love